What up? What up? What up? Happy Hump Day. It's your girl Bunny, and welcome to another edition of the Platform Sports Talk Show with our Super Show Part 2. You said, what is a Super Show? Oh, yeah. That's when the ladies' night, man cave, cross paths, and we all together. So a whole bunch of personalities and shenanigans will take place for the next couple of plus hours. So it's after Christmas, it's not New Year's. We all done a lot. And I must say, I definitely have to have a beverage around the holidays to get through it. But I'm just not the only one that does that. And part of the ladies' night crew, I had to bring my homegirl Jobo in. Come on down, Jobo.
I've only
Look,
worked
anyone
2 days
be
this
on
week,
like
and it's
I'll
been
be
a hell of a week already, man. It's been a hell of a week, but
spite.
I'm getting ready for that dry January though, so gotta take it all in now, and then dry January, no alcohol.
Wait. I saw that online somewhere. I'm thinking that was like for some health reason. Is it just because it's a new
Just
year,
to,
like New Year's resolution thing, or what?
it's just to get all the fluids out, start clean. I usually lose a couple pounds, and yeah, I did it a couple times this year, but January, dry January. It's like that's like the big one. You go to the gym in January and the place is
Mhm.
packed, and then everyone's not drinking alcohol for a little bit. So my goal is to get back going again and not drink some alcohol in January. So I gotta drink every last drop in the house right now.
I commend you. Anybody else that does that, because baby, the way the last 5 years of my life is set up, where I had to deal with 2 pregnancies, I've had enough of not drinking. Oh, I'm not doing dry anything no time soon. I had did my due diligence.
It is not
Our
easy.
favorite fan is here.
Hey, Miss Dove, happy
Hey, Miss
Wednesday.
Dove.
I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope you have an awesome New Year.
Girl, I commend you. Girl, I really do.
I'll probably do it a couple times this year, but how are you, Bunny? Oh, can you hear me?
Well, I had a good Christmas, got through all that. It's like a delay. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Thumbs up, you can hear me. Okay, it's a delay, and when you talk, then you're not moving. So sorry. But I'm getting ready for a birthday party. I know Mia just had her birthday. Now Sasha's about to have her party on Friday. So yeah, the holidays just gets ramped up at the end of the year. Yeah. So I need to reset because I got the delay. But continue on if you want to. Who else is on our panel? You can introduce them while I log off and log back on.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. While Bunny does that, guys, I'm going to bring in one of our panelists from the Man Cave. You know him, big Rams fan. Unfortunately, well, let's go ahead and bring him in. Let's go. Come on, Sidal, come down. Come on down.
Got that high quality H2O.
I got a little bit of water lefty too, but I got my drinks. How are you?
I'm good. I don't know about that unfortunately thing about the Rams. I got some for that later.
Okay, I know. I pre-show you were, messing with someone who probably didn't have a good. Was that my week's all messed up? Was that Monday or Sunday?
It was on Christmas night.
Okay, so Monday night. My week's all messed up. So I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure. I know for a fact we'll get into that later on in the show. But did you have a good Christmas?
I did, man. It was just really relaxing, and just did a lot of nothing. And just getting ready for the next year, ramping up. There's some big things coming my way. Cross those YouTubes.
Oh, all right. Well, look forward to hearing all about that and seeing what's coming your way in 2024. And then we're also going to bring in someone else. We haven't seen her in a little bit, so this is exciting. But Annie, our Steelers, Pirates, Penguins fan, maybe? I don't know. She likes all the. And unfortunately, the Cowboys fan. I threw the unfortunately in there for Bunny since she's not here yet. But come on, Annie.
Definitely not a Steelers fan.
Okay, I don't know why I said that after I said Cowboys later on. I just know Pittsburgh.
Absolutely not. But my dad is watching, and he wants me to tell you all that the Pittsburgh Steelers should pick up Russell Wilson since the Broncos plan on cutting him in March. So, from Daddy Annie Greer, Pittsburgh, you know what to do. Trubisky's not cutting it. Don't know why he's still in the league as a Tar Heels fan. Mason Rudolph, if he was something, Big Ben could have retired 5 years before he did. No need to bring in anybody else. Russell Wilson is your guy, per my dad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about that too, because that was kind of a shock on X, Facebook, X, Twitter, all those social media things. So yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about that. But Annie, how was your holidays?
I had a very Merry Christmas. All my family is pretty much here where I live in Florida. And so, yeah, we had a grand old time. It was great. Good to be with family.
You could at least brought us some of that Florida weather now that we got a little bit of snow up here today and a nice cold spell. Like you could have brought that up here,
Yeah.
I'll send y'all some. It was cold here today. It only got up to like 60 degrees. So.
Well, how sad. How pitiful.
That was our Christmas Eve.
Right.
We had our Christmas Eve brunch, dinner, whatever, out on the deck this year, and that was really weird. All the nephews and nieces playing in the backyard, like sweating. So that was different.
It was hot, yeah. Well, welcome back, Annie. It's good to see you. It's been a while, huh?
It has been. I had class on Wednesday nights this semester, so now that the kiddies are done, not kids, they're graduate students. But yeah, I've got a couple Wednesdays open until next semester, and then I also have a Wednesday class again. So, but I pop in when I can.
Gotcha.
Good to have you.
It's good to see you, Sadal.
Likewise.
And did we give a shout out to everybody that's already on our Facebook page, tuning into the Platform Sports Talk Show? Leave all the comments under our page. We do that. Tell them about, we're also on YouTube. Do we plug that in? X, formerly known as Twitter. Did all that?
Nope.
Okay. Oh.
Now we doing it.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate all our followers. If you are on our Facebook page, make sure you leave all comments under the Platform Sports Talk Show. When you engage with us, we'll engage with you. Also, you can hop on over to our YouTube channel. Platform Sports Talk Show is broadcasting live as well. And make sure there's a little icon on our page. It's a little gold thing, shiny. You see it around the Christmas time too. So make sure you subscribe. Because when you subscribe, you need to do what? Click on that bell. Because anytime we go live, what happens, Jobo?
Y'all will be notified.
That's what's up. And also, we have all our Hot 365 listeners. We are on there all the time because it's always what? Also on Twitch, which I'm still getting accustomed to that. And last but not least, we are also, like I said, on X, formerly known as Twitter. Oh, twitch.tv/Hot 365 Radio. Thank you. Told you I'm still getting accustomed to that. Also, the first Wednesday of the month, it's Ladies Hold It Down with Ladies Night. Yeah. Jobo is always giving her ins and outs and ins. And also, if Annie has time, she comes on in as well. And Coach Willis, if she's able to join us, great. If not, we understand because Coach Willis is the head basketball coach for Clayton High School. But when she has time, she's also on our panel. And at the last Wednesday of the month, we have the fellas holding it down with the Man Cave. Oh, my goodness. The Man Cave has all the fellas. Who are all the fellas? I'm glad you asked. We have everybody from Stanton that hosted it to Sadal to Mario. And when T-Bone is not sitting there trying to figure out how he can pass all his law school classes, he'll be joined in as well. So Craig Black is the other fella on the Man Cave panel. And Craig Black is all in the DC area. He still makes time for us. So appreciate him for doing that. And I believe we got some other fellas that need to be tuned in. So dog, who we missing? Who's part of your Man Cave crew that I need to bring in?
Oh man, so first of all, man, you can't forget about us. You know, oh no, hey guys, come on, man. Hey, we got. First of all, we got Stanton, we have Mario, and we have the illustrious T-Bone Funk from the Man Cave live at the Saunders Experience.
Live, baby. Reporting live, like our brother Sadar just said. It's your boy Stanton. I'm joined with the spectacular Mario and Mr. T-Bone Funk, like what the 49ers gave in that game. A lot of funk. Not the good funk.
Let the roasting begin.
But the bad funk.
You gonna go ahead and start cooking? Go ahead, cook it up. Serve it up. There it is.
We gonna save it though.
Yeah.
It is good to see everybody. Hello, Annie. Good to see you. What? All right. Joe is running. I'll come back. Bunny, what's going on?
Hey, what up?
Oh,
T-Bone.
my brother, what's going on, man?
I was expecting a Bill Cosby sweater with the 49ers. What happened? It's that time of year. It's perfect.
You ran, and I didn't know what was going on.
So I had to let the dogs out there annoy me.
Okay. Well, hey, Joe. I said all my hellos. Yeah.
Well, we here. Hey, everybody out there, Miss Williams, Miss Dub, Annie, ain't
What's up,
seen
Miss
you in a while. Joe, Bunny, Sadar, we've spoken.
I didn't even say nothing yet.
Yeah, see that.
He's getting ready for it.
It's coming.
I already know.
Like Coach Prime, baby. It's coming.
That's okay though.
Let's roll with it, y'all. Come on with it. So
Don't you use those words with me?
Oh wow!
We don't use that language around here.
What?
First of all, I'd like to say while we're here, man, you are box ready. You know what I mean? Box ready.
Shut up.
You got the,
I ain't never heard it said like that.
He got the he looked like the sporting waves off the. Can we
Is
get
there
that?
a back angle?
Can we
What
get
is
the hat
happening
definition?
here? Oh my
Stand up.
goodness.
Box ready.
Can we catch that?
Box ready.
Are we getting like a
Never heard it
360
before.
view of the waves? Like, what is happening right now?
That is
When
exactly
can we start
I need
this?
camera over
He
here.
got
Like,
sporting waves going on.
Are we all doing this?
wait, hold on. Does everybody? Okay.
Woo.
is it a wave chat? We're gonna wave chat. What's up?
A Jerry Springer backstage camera.
He
Apparently.
already-
Where did this come from?
He's trying to change the name from Smoooth
Boy, you are not the father.
You know what I mean?
Look, this is when they run backstage on Maury. You are not the father. They crash on that couch right there. Shout out to that cameraman. Got to have some of the strongest quads in history. He ain't never been outran by nobody ever.
Well, y'all are hilarious.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta plug my drink. Can I do that?
You do
sponsorship.
that while I start off with Mario. Mario, how was your Christmas? What was popping for the holiday?
Oh, my Christmas was great. Relaxing, family time. That was pretty much it. Didn't get a chance to go see my daughter. She lives in Vegas, but other than that, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm blessed. I'll say that.
Okay, what's up? That's what's
How
up.
was you? How was you guys this Christmas?
Busy.
Busy.
Fun, busy. I was playing Santa Claus the night before by way of wrapping all the gifts. So my husband bought the gifts, I wrapped them, and that was a whole chore. So we know going forward, I can't wait the night before. I had to have an alcoholic beverage to get through that. And then the day of, I hosted a few family members. So it's fun. You know, like the whole excitement. Little kids open up the presents, all that. They still know it's Jesus' birthday, but we still have fun recording them, open up their gifts and all that stuff. So yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Mine was exhausting because Saturday we had my daughter's birthday party, and then Sunday we hosted Christmas Eve, and then Sunday night we went to Christmas Eve, and then Monday, I don't know, man. I'm waiting for that age where they're excited and they just want to play with their toys and not have us do all the playing with the toys. I feel like me and Brennan play with all the toys more than she did. So, but yeah, exhausted. I could sleep for forever, but it was a good time.
Was she playing with the boxes that the toys came in though? Because that's the true joy.
She's past that, but no, I mean she played, but it's like
Let's
can
be
you just
honest,
like play with a toy that you just got by yourself for like 2 seconds while I drink my coffee or something, you know, like it's been bad. It's been bad. She
Only
needs
thing
to
we
learn
just-
independent play. That's what we're trying to teach her right now.
We just had to open up the stuff out of the packages, you know, stuff that the figurines, the toy Barbies that came in plastic. Had to cut that open, but after that, all good. Play away, play with them now. I'm like, yeah, because you know how kids usually they'll play with something new for like half a second and go back to the old toys. Yeah, we're not on that right now, thank God. They're playing with all the new stuff still. So
The amount of Barbies that are in my house right now.
Yeah,
man, Barbie's toy. Look,
I've been
we
through
should be
that.
having a garage sale just to get rid of some of these toys from last year. But they play with them all, but it's still too much. It's a blessing and a curse in disguise, you know. Anyway,
Well, I'm just saying, I think I've been on the show for a couple years now. Our viewers know me. Y'all know me. Mario, I don't know if you know me because this is my first time being on a show with you, but I think everyone knows me enough to know I am not a Barbie type of mom. So I have Darth Vader next to me, you know, like that's my life. And now I got a Disney princess castle and Bells and Tianas and Sleeping Beauty, everyone. So that's
All
my
right.
life now.
That's all right. That's all right.
pretty
As long as they don't start moving when I'm sleeping or whatever, then whatever. 'Cause that's
no
the shit that
Toy
scares
Story,
me.
no Toy Story issues. You're good. We got
Oh,
it.
we gotta go.
Too many scary movies.
We gotta go. Leave the toys in the house. We out of here. Mm-mm.
Mr. T-Bone, besides keeping your head in the law book, how was your Christmas?
Christmas was pretty good, although, like you all brought up earlier, Christmas Eve was pretty warm, so we actually went out to the park for a little bit, let them run around and take that nap right after. That's a joyous occasion. And, that night, wrapped up gifts and stayed up late, put them under the tree. Luckily, there was some cookies and milk left out for Santa, and he definitely enjoyed that, I'm sure. Then we got to Christmas Day, and then after the day after Christmas, and then
Hey! Whoa! You sped how you not? First of all, you're not gonna speed through the birth of Jesus. Now we're not even talking gifts
I said
or
Christmas
anything
Eve.
else. You just sped through that like it ain't
I mean,
nothing.
we've talked about. We don't need to rehash.
That's disrespectful.
I mean, Christmas Day.
That's how you doing, Jesus?
Christmas Day, we woke up, unwrapped a lot of presents.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you know what I did this year, which I never did before? I actually recorded the whole opening of the gifts. Hour and a half, 90 minutes. 90 minutes of action. Stanton, how was your Christmas?
Oh man, you left out a huge chunk of that day.
I
But
don't
what
know
happened
something.
in the afternoon and the evening?
Why, it was a long day. I can't remember nothing.
You can't recall.
Family.
You can't recall.
Family.
Nothing pops up.
I thought we said, this is the intro. Look,
No points. Like no points come to your head.
it says, how
Not
was your-
one.
the
Not
rundown says,
19.
the rundown says, how
33
was your
maybe?
Christmas? How was your Christmas? Does it say anything about sports or
Was that on
or-
Christmas? Was that a part of your Christmas? It was on Christmas Day.
All
Oh,
righty,
was it on Christmas Day?
what?
gentlemen,
Oh, what's the name of Christmas Day?
gentlemen, I need y'all to save that energy for
See?
the other topics. Let's just hear about Stan's Christmas and then get this popping. So come on, Stan. What's
My Christmas was great, actually. My girlfriend and daughter came in town. We had a great time. I went to go see the Trolls movie. That was my first time seeing like a child's
Very,
movie
very fitting. Saw Trolls.
in so long.
Mm.
And we're gonna come back to that.
producer laughing? Wait, is our producer laughing?
We gonna come back to that. Anyway, I went to go see the Trolls movie. It was great. I enjoyed myself. I didn't see that coming. What else? We drove through the Christmas lights. Daughter got a cell phone. She was very excited. I won Christmas. It wasn't a competition, but
Boost?
I won hands down. Oh no, it's T-Mobile, baby.
Boost?
She
All
got
right,
the best
just
of the best.
Just checking.
She's got a 13 Pro Max. You can't start her out too high. She get a little high. You got to start her a little low. You got to humble her a little bit. Give her that 13 Pro Max. She can't
How old is
go.
your daughter?
She is 11, and she is the cutest thing, and she loves Roblox, and
She like Roblox. Okay.
I don't understand that, honestly.
Okay.
I don't get it. I don't get Roblox. It's like, I don't get the amusement. It's just me though.
My son plays, so
Is he like in it? He be running your pockets for them Robux?
yeah, they be it's a whole clan of them that play.
Man,
What are we talking about?
these kids are linking up as young
Yeah.
at a young age.
Yeah.
Like these friendships are bonded. So Roblox is this tablet game. It's also on consoles too. It kind of looks like what is it? What's the other one? Minecraft?
Yeah, it looks like mine.
It's like Minecraft-ish, but it's like if Minecraft and The Sims got together.
Mhm.
That's the best way I could describe it. And the kids love it. It's taking over Fortnite and everything. I didn't think anything could take over
I
Fortnite.
wouldn't say that.
I mean,
You might be right, because I just saw a Lego Fortnite commercial and I was like, are y'all serious?
I wouldn't say
I
that.
was playing Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge with RJ, so that's his thing.
What's this one?
Shredder's Revenge?
Uh-huh.
That one just came out like a couple years ago.
Okay, I'm looking at that. But yeah, we went to the Christmas lights with the church. You know, did everything. Christmas was great. Yeah, I had a great time.
Good.
Whose Christmas did we not talk about? Who's left?
We got everybody, right?
Got everybody.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get popping, Miss Annie. What's up with your best sports moments of 2023?
All right, we spent so long talking about children's toys, I kind of tuned out. Okay. That's
What's the difference?
I thought I was on a sports talk show, not some like YouTube toy review show. Okay.
Very popular.
Let's see. I made notes to myself and I'll put them somewhere. We're talking about best moments of 2023. I would say first place is LeBron James becoming the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. I think that was in NBA history. I think that was a magical moment. I think all of the pomp and circumstance was worth it. Everybody knows where I stand on the LeBron Jordan debate. So it was great to see him get something that he could claim for himself that's indisputable. So I would say that is probably my biggest moment of 2023. Honorable mention to Nicole Lynn, who is Jalen Hurts, quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. His agent, he actually has a whole team of women who run the business aspect of his football career. And there was a moment in time where she had inked the largest NFL contract in NFL history, and Jalen Hurts, for a moment, was the highest paid player in NFL history. And so that's just one of those like beautiful moments of like Black girl magic that I think was really special. And so that's my honorable mention for best sports moment.
Cool. All right. Well, got that checked off for you. And let's go upstairs to Miss Jobo in the middle. What you got for us for 2023 best moment?
So like obviously baseball's my number one. So there'll probably be a lot of baseball for me. But baseball was a very weird year this year and not a really good year for St. Louis sports, baseball sports. But I will say Wayno's 200 win. That was good. I was happy it finally happened. It was not a good year for him, but a beautiful career. He finally got that 200 career win. And then Astros didn't win the World Series, but I would absolutely freak a berserk when Tuve hit that home run in Games 5 and shut up the Rangers for a second. So that was really fun, like a good moment in the house. But Wayno's 200th career win has to probably be the best in a very slim pickings of Cardinal baseball excitement this year.
All right, I'm here for it. Shout out to Wayno, riding off in the sunset the year after the other two favorite players we had. But yeah, that was a good moment. I like that. So fellas, we can roll to you first, Adal. What's going on with your best sports moments of 2023?
Well, definitely honorable mention for me is the LeBron James getting the scoring, all-time leading scoring title. But my favorite is just not so much a moment, it's like a period in the year where we're talking about prime time. Now, I know there's other folks on here that may not like it, but I think it was very entertaining. It was exciting at times, and it's exciting to see what's going to happen next year. But in particular, is the overtime game against Colorado State. And it was a great game. One of the best games of the year, and at least for a moment, you could see the potential of the Colorado team shine a little bit. So it's going to be intriguing to see what happens next year with them. So prime time for me.
I have a follow-up to that. I was going to save this for the end, but I was wrong. So this time last year, I think it was, for the last Super Show, that I was like, Deion Sanders is going to do terrible at Colorado. They're not going to have any players. They're going to be terrible. I take that back. I was wrong. And even though people are like ready to dance on like Deion's grave because they ended up with a losing record, I actually think that the program did incredibly well considering where they were starting from, having the second largest roster turnover in Division I football. They were extremely competitive in all their games. They only got blown out, I think, in 2, maybe 3 games. One of them being to the team that's currently ranked number 5 in the country. The Pac-12, for that being the last year of the conference, was like showed out, was really strong. And Colorado didn't look like they didn't belong. I think Deion has some personnel changes to make. They obviously need a new offensive line. Well, let me rephrase that. They need an offensive line. This past season, they had some offensive dots. I wouldn't call that a line. They had 5 dots out there. Shedeur Sanders looks like a legit quarterback. I didn't watch a lot of him until he went to Colorado, so I was assuming it was all hype. But he's legit. Hunter's legit. And so I was wrong that this was going to be a complete dumpster fire, despite what the record turned out to be. I actually think it was an incredible coaching job, and I'm excited about the program moving forward. So
I am taken aback.
I'm proud of you, Annie, for saying that you were wrong for that. I'm
taken
so proud
aback.
of you.
Because last time we seen you, Annie, it was death to Deion.
I know. That's what
it was
I'm
not
really
death
proud
to
of her.
Deion. This was a terrible move. But it wasn't death to Deion. I mean, he's a Cowboy. I love Deion.
Wait a minute now. Don't Cowboys ain't got nothing to do with that sport. Hold on. Let's just keep it with Deion.
It has
and the
everything
color.
to do with Deion Sanders.
No, it doesn't.
More
No,
Deion
it
Sanders
doesn't.
if it wasn't for the
Come on
Dallas
now.
Cowboys. So
Now you already know we're going to
get
save the Cowboy talk for later.
You're getting caught up on the wrong
Cowboys have
stuff.
nothing to be talking about
You're
Deion
getting
in
caught up on
Colorado.
the wrong stuff. You're getting caught up on the wrong stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
So don't even mention
I've always
Cowboys.
loved Deion. It was never about Deion as a figure. I just thought that what he was doing, one, I still don't agree with the move, but that's neither here nor there. I also didn't think that he was actually going to be successful as anything other than like a PR like stunt person, and kind of a bit cartoonish. And it was everything that we love about Deion, but it was also very serious football. And so I loved everything about the team. And so y'all act like I can't admit when I'm wrong to something. It's just that it rarely
I got to roll back and tape to find out
But
when
there's
I'm
no need for me to
I don't
be
ever
like,
recall
I was
any ladies
wrong.
night where you said you're wrong. That's why I was like, let's roll some tape because I don't recall.
It was just I think the conversation, it was a lot of vitriol
Ooh, big word.
around the whole discussion at that time.
Yes, dictionary.
Yeah, I
I
see.
still,
Don't ask me how to spell it.
I was just about to. Boy, you saved yourself. Spell it, brother.
Y'all-
I start with the letter V. I still vehemently disagree with his decision to leave.
I know.
It's a big word battle.
Vehemently.
It was just excellent
Like,
coaching. That's all. That's
Well,
that's
anyway.
the part I was wrong about.
okay. Well, glad that you admitted that again. It's a big step for you. We're going to 2024. Eddie said, I'm going to keep admitting when I'm wrong. So, fellas, Let's start with you in the middle. Mr. Stanton, what was your 2023 favorite moment?
My 2023 favorite moment was when, and I hate to do this, Sadar, but when the Oregon Ducks beat the brakes off the Colorado Buffaloes. It was beautiful. You know, big Oregon fan over here. All green, as you see, different shades. I don't care. It was just beautiful to see. I was at a state fair in Atlanta when it happened, and then I check my phone when I get a signal. I'm like, oh, god damn. I'm like, they must be playing Colorado State. And then I saw the Buffalo, and I was like, oh damn, this is real. So it was a tremendous game for the team. All around great effort. That is my favorite sports moment. Not to, defecate on Dion, but I'm sorry it had to be him, but damn, that was a great win. And I was proud about it. And then honorable mention would be Wayne Wright's retirement. Because I was like, damn, these niggas made me cry again.
Okay, all right. Well, what about you?
And then Yachty popped out and Albert popped out. The stadium went nuts.
Oh, those mother lovers.
There was an onion nearby.
I forgot to put my paper towel out while I was cutting the onions, and I suffered greatly. I was like, damn.
That's your story, sticking to it. Got it.
Show is and show am.
Mr. Mario, what was your best sports moment of 2023?
Man, I guess got any Laker fans in here?
Right chill, baby.
Oh, I know. Fred ain't gonna like this.
Who?
Uh-oh. You can't do this with producer. Dad, you playing with fire right there, bro. You cannot do this.
Hey,
Get your mic off.
I mean, it's okay. Hey, it is what it is. It was just amazing to see.
Told you.
It was just amazing to see. It was just amazing to see how humble LeBron was when they got swept.
That was this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was this year.
Yeah, the playoffs was like
that was the conference finals.
Yeah, that was conference finals.
Yeah, it was nice outside when it happened. The weather was distracting.
It gave me a better perspective of him and his career. I'm a LeBron fan, and I'm gonna leave it right there. That's all I'm gonna say. And that wasn't really my big highlight. It's just the big highlight just leading towards that was to see Denver win NBA title after so many years of not being able to win one. And I guess my second moment would probably be it'll probably be, this gonna shock y'all, would be the Vegas Knights winning the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was rooting for them because my daughter lives in Vegas, so I was on her coattails rooting for them as well, hoping they get a chance to get a taste of winning the Stanley Cup. So those are my two moments right there.
It's a good feeling, man. I tell you, it felt good. It felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't feel as good as the one that the Blues won, though.
Oh man, let me tell you something.
Vegas waited so long, like 4 years, to win a cup. So it was
such
rough
a drama.
for a second, man.
He's not equivalent to the Blues, so who did
and they made it to a final in their first year. Oh man, that was brutal.
For saying that was a long time.
That was the key part right there. What Joe just said. Their first year in the league, they made it. In the beginning.
Yeah,
I don't think there was an expansion team that had ever done that coming into the NHL.
I think the Blues made it their first year in the league, the first couple of years. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
50 years later, finally.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
we just back and forth.
I know. I'm like, do we gotta wait another
50 years? Nope, we're not speaking that into existence. No.
Joe just nodding like, yeah.
No, we're not.
I got it on over here. Brutal. Another brutal year, but I'm still repping. Got my retro gear on.
That's a true thing right there. Yeah, baby.
There we go. Just like me with my Bulls. We be struggling, but to the day I die.
Not about to have a fire set with that Bulls roster, but we'll talk about that later. T-Bone, what you got?
Already, Bunny. Ain't no way to put it out.
Well, I'm
ablaze.
I got a couple. I'm not gonna talk bad about any other teams. There's no need to do it. So I'm gonna talk about the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I mean, pretty good game. I actually thought it was an entertaining Super Bowl this year. Enjoyed that. A Missouri team, even though rivalry game or whatever. But no more rivalry. Sorry. I'm sorry. If I were
hold on, wait. No more rings. You may continue.
Oh, shots fired. Pew, 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 pew.
You got one?
So anyway,
do you have one that's older than me, younger than me? No, you don't.
The other thing,
30 years? That's bad. You wanted to shoot with a little pistol.
Wait a minute, what year?
94, baby.
Well, they won the Super Bowl January of 95. Thank you very much. All right. Anyway,
dear God.
The other one.
You know what else happened in 95? I don't.
Anyway, the other moment that I'm gonna talk about, sports adjacent, I guess you call it, is
what's it? 29 years.
Come on, Stan, focus, man. Survivor Series 2023, Chicago, Illinois. The show is almost over. They put the little tag up. They said copyright 2023, and then all of a sudden, CM Punk returns to the WWE when nobody thought it would happen. I believe what they said is hell froze over, and boy, it was cold out there, and I will have my scarf here to go on the ride with the show. That was it.
I would like to say, as far as hell froze over, if we could be honest, via social media, they turned the AC down as long as they could, like weeks, months before.
Well,
But then, I had my doubts.
I didn't.
We talked, we spoke about it in the chat. I had my doubts. So I was like, man, they ruining stuff. And then when they said it wasn't gonna happen, I was like, well, there it is. And then I'm watching, and then it happens. First person I called was Smoooth, like straight up, like first phone. I was like, he ain't gonna answer. He probably sleep.
I knew it was that. Look.
It was a beautiful. It
was
a beautiful moment.
All right. Yep, that was it for me.
All right. Sounds like a plan. So speaking of 2023, what about our best sports team of 2023?
Whoa, Bunny, did you give us a best moment, or am I already tipsy?
No, we can say that you want to be tipsy, but no, I didn't. I was trying to get on and get some of our topics in, but I don't have any particular. It's too many to pick from, so I'll just mention Sha'Carri Richardson, 100-meter championship winner at the World Championships. That comeback ain't no joke. So I love track and field. All but 10, 11 seconds. But shout out to her. That was entertaining for her comeback.
Yes.
Yeah, she rolled them up, so to speak.
That orange hair is fire. She
yeah, she set a fire to it, didn't it, dog?
She got that hater pack, don't she? Man.
Ready then.
A trailblazer indeed.
Okay, because a lady's running this thing, so we're gonna stop y'all on that. What about best sports moment? Best sports 2023.
Real high, didn't she? All right, I'm done.
So now let's go.
Sports team, Denver Nuggets. I can't name that one except Jokic, but
Murray.
Hey, y'all some basketball fans, but I just seen them dominate as a team and roll right through no pun intended. Beat everybody in the
You can't cut his mic though, but you cut back.
Yikes.
Beat everybody in the playoffs. Denver Nuggets.
You know what's about? Well, while you go to chuckle, let me say real quick. Miss Dub said her best sports moment for 2023 was seeing Simone Biles come back, killing it like she never left, and that is facts. Very, 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 very true. Okay, we'll go to the middle. Jobo, what you got for best sports team 2023?
I'm gonna give honorable mention to the D-backs real quick. No one thought they were going to sweep the Dodgers and beat the Phillies to go to the World Series. It was a very boring World Series, but they made it there, and they've been adding. So that's what you're supposed to do: win, not win the whole damn thing, and try to make your team better. So shouts out to them. But There's a couple local teams. I have a feeling someone will pick a different team that I'm thinking of. So I'm gonna say the St. Louis City SC, first year in the league, and even though they didn't win a game in the playoffs, that was a very good first year in the playoffs. No one, not playoffs in the year. No one expected us to be good whatsoever, and kept shutting everyone up. So I'm excited for next year. Got brought in a cool little City SC hat for Christmas, and I'm just ready to see my boy Klaus out there again. So yeah.
Wow, what's up? What about you, Miss Annie? Who was your 2023 sports team?
So I also had the Denver Nuggets. I can name more than Jokic, though. Come on, Sadal.
I'm not a
Do
basketball
better.
fan.
Do better.
I'm not a basketball
Do
fan.
Shout out
better.
to Smooth. How you
Jamal
feel?
Murray disrespect alone needs to stop. Why do people keep having conversations
No
about
disrespect.
without him?
No disrespect. He's a great player.
But going back to kind of like the track space, so I think it was like Noah Lyles who caught some heat. Some people co-signed on what he said in terms of like, you can't call the basketball champions or the world champions because, there's only 2 countries that participate. But it is a global game. And I think having Jokic win, his first finals MVP, you had Embiid winning MVP of the season. It's very clear that Giannis before that, it's very clear that this is an international game, that the best that every country has to offer comes to the NBA if they can make it there. And so and it takes more talent than just running. We've all been training for the Olympics since we were like 1.5 then. So the fact that the level of skill combined with the international presence, I think makes basketball one of the most internationally competitive sports. And to have a team be so dominant throughout the entire playoffs, I think is super impressive. And so the Nuggets were my first choice. Honorable mention to the St. Louis Slam, St. Louis's professional women's football team, who were runner-ups in the national championship in the WFA this year. It was our second year in Division I. We got moved out of Division II because we owned it, even though we were in the right division based on their own rules. They changed the rules of an entire football league so that we wouldn't dominate that division. And even coming up and competing against teams that have twice as many players, have been together twice as long, have more money, we still came in second. And played really competitively against a team that, kind of like the Nuggets, just perennially just runs over everybody in the Boston Renegades, who get support from the Patriots, by the way. And so I just think it was our second year in this division. Last year we didn't make the playoffs, but it was also our first year back after 3 seasons since our 2019 championship. I need to go get my rings. I feel naked without my rings on the show. But yeah, so we took an extra year off as opposed to other teams coming back from COVID. And so to come in only 2 years into this division, which people thought would finally get rid of us, to give a really competitive game to what I think is hands down the best professional women's football team ever. I think the St. Louis Slam deserve an honorable mention for best team of 2023.
What's
That's a
up?
compelling argument right there.
You missed the playing days with the Slam, Annie?
My brain does, my body does not.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. All right, the trio. Flip it. T-Bone, sports team 2023. What you got?
Well, I'm going to go to the NFL, and there's a team out there that I think is very deserving of being the best team in the the best, not necessarily the best team in the NFL, but I mean their story is pretty great. I think we can all agree on this. The Detroit Lions. I mean, hey, look, it's been 23 years. What was it? Probably longer than that.
30.
Yeah, it was longer.
30 years.
30 years.
since they've won a division title, this team, I'm glad to see that there's a football team in Detroit. So I think that's the best sports team.
Not a basketball team though.
Ooh.
Shots
Shots
fired.
fired. Pistons fans out there, shots fired.
You know what I've learned about Detroit is that they only have so many points. You're like it's like an energy meter. They only got so much energy that they can conduct to winning. So if the Lions are winning, Pistons gotta deal with it. You know what I mean? They just can't do it. There's only so much sports, good sports stuff that can happen in the city of Detroit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's a per city thing. Like you see how the St. Louis City was amazing.
Goes up.
Yet the Cardinals.
And the Battlehawks. Don't forget the Battlehawks.
And it's like 2-2 up, and then Blues and Cardinals were down. Makes sense.
Kind of like, to me, it's kind of like the Soul Stone from the Avengers, where it's like one of you has to be sacrificed in order for the other one to succeed. So the Pistons got thrown off a cliff so that the Lions could have the Soul Stone.
It's a very good example. I like that.
There it is.
All right. Stan, what you got?
So I am also on Joe's side here. The St. Louis City SC, for them to do what they did in their first year, it was beautiful for the city to show not only the nation but the world that we are a sports city. No matter what some people say, it was a beautiful thing, and for the love from the city. And I feel like, I know that had to be some sort of energy for the team to go out and perform for a city that's ride or die for this team in their first year. Keep in mind, I think we waited like 4 years for this team to come. Like we voted on it, and then we had to wait, and then just to see the progression driving by the stadium when it was being built, and then to see how they have interacted with the city within their first year. It's a beautiful thing, from the block parties to just the way that the city shows out. The St. Louligans, I believe that's one band of fans that they have, but just to see their involvement with the city, to get local artists to be part of their board. Shout out to Mastermind for being over the in-game entertainment. It's a beautiful thing. And so, yeah, that's my team. Oh, T-Bone, I feel like I know what you're going to say.
I was going to give you clarification, but so go ahead, T-Bone.
What do you think I'm about to say?
I don't know. I feel.
What do you think I'm about to say?
I'm not going to predict it because I might be wrong. It's fine. What's up?
Listen, I would like to learn more about soccer. I really would. But if there's one pet peeve I have about soccer, is that there are so many teams with city in the name.
Man.
Can we stop with calling the team city?
I don't think
because when you just had a conversation right there, you were just like, and the city. Are we talking about the city or are we talking about the team city? What is happening right now?
The St. Louis City SC. I got to say the whole thing?
Yes.
Like a pimp named Slickback.
Might as well be.
And don't be in Minister South Central while drinking your juices in the hood. I got to say the whole thing.
I'm just saying,
like a Tribe Called.
Do they have a racist mascot that you could call them by? Like, it just makes sense to call them by the city name. That way it solves all issues.
No,
wait, is the mascot
if we had
Hold on.
Wait.
ability to rewind to Stanton having that whole soliloquy, you would have heard city mentioned in 5 different contexts.
So you know how they do those articles where it's like they put in brackets
capital C city, lower C city.
You know how they put in brackets like St. Louis City or just something to help the next word make sense. Put the brackets there, T-Bone.
Capital C.
But it's customary for soccer clubs to go by city or FC for field club. It's customary, and the European soccer teams do the same thing, which MLS got it from.
I totally get that. We ain't there. We here. We here.
I'm just telling what they do. And a little clarification.
The word city in their team here.
Look,
if we only worried about here and we the only ones that got it, I think it's fine.
I'm just saying, look, we can switch around.
I mean, Salt Lake City got it, but that's their name. They can't help that.
We switched from metrics to feet. Okay. Why can't we, we took football, their football, and said, we're gonna call this football. We can do the same thing. We don't have to keep the traditions going. We'll just change it up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, T-Bone. Dang.
Make it easier to talk.
Jeez.
Capital C.
Mario, what
Hey,
you got?
I'm really confused by the number of times you have thrown up this capital C while in this all blue outfit. T-Bone, what's going on? What's up, cuz?
Mario, what you got for your 2023 team? Why they over there cracking jokes on each other?
Wait, and then I got the blood on this side. God damn, what is going on here? And then I'm in green. What is that? The Gangster Disciples? We are not gang affiliated.
Primary color. Primary color.
RGB in this thing.
Well,
Or BGR. No, it's RGB on the screen.
no, I'm just reading what Miss Williams put up there.
I get it.
That's correct. She is correct.
Mm-hmm.
My team's going. Both of my teams coming from Vegas.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Las Vegas Aces first of all. Right now they are owning the WNBA, hands down. And the Vegas Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And those are my two teams for 2023.
Real quick, speaking of Vegas, in their 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
they went once, they didn't get it, then they went again and they got it. It reminds me of that first 4 years with Sean McVay as our head coach. We made it to one Super Bowl, and then we lost against the Patriots, and then we made it again, and we won.
Mm-hmm.
Did that happen for you, T-Bone?
Sean McVay has never been our coach. What are you talking
I'm just saying for your 49ers.
Sean McVay has never been our coach. I don't know.
Did the 49ers win after losing the Super Bowl? Because they lost to the Ravens, and then they played against the Chiefs.
They've lost 2 Super Bowls.
Okay.
They've been to 7. They've lost 2.
Oh, he specifically said
They've been to 7.
I'd rather
7.
be 2 for 4 than 2 for 7. But
St. Louis City Rams fans are so sad. They're like people who like, did you see what my ex did? Did you see my ex did this? Did you see my ex's LinkedIn message? My ex is really killing the game out there. Did you see my ex? Did you see my ex? Get over it. They don't like y'all.
Oh no, I don't say that.
Tell me how you really feel. Mario,
and nobody likes the Dallas Cowboys.
Nobody.
Except everybody in America.
We're gonna talk about
the highest appraised franchise.
We're gonna touch back on that.
Year.
You thought the 49ers were bad with Super Bowl.
The
Cowboys are gold plated.
Everybody cares
you
about
talking about the perennial paper champions.
Wait, Sadal.
People even care enough about the Rams to talk about y'all.
Sadal, actually they do. We just got about our last 6. Sadal, real quick. Look. The Cowboy fans think they're golden, while in reality they're just gold plated.
Okay, they can take that. So real quickly, Mario, I'm gonna piggyback a little bit from what you said, but my sports team in 2023 is LSU Tigers, the women's basketball team. Shout out to Angel Reese and their whole squad, and not just because they won a championship. That's the first championship won for LSU as a school. You always hear LSU thrown in there for the men's basketball, not as much lately, but football definitely, even some baseball. But the women's basketball team finally brought that school home a championship. So they were dope. Their whole they swag, demeanor, all of that. And towards the championship game, especially with the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese drama, enhanced it more when more eyes are put on them. But those women are dope. And shout out to them getting that championship. I believe this year now it's a little turmoil. You keep hearing bad stuff between Reese and her coach, but for what they accomplished already, I mean, again, if you are the first team to bring a championship to your school as a women's team, and the men be getting all the hype and more money as far as for the facilities, that tells you a lot. So shout out to them. And let's segue to the other 2023 moment, which is for sports athlete of 2023. So we're gonna reverse it this time. Mario, who you got?
I don't even know. I guess I could go with I don't even think I got one. That's bad. And you know what?
Just pull one out there.
I just go with Pat Mahomes. I'll just go with Pat Mahomes.
No, wait. You always talk about Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas Raiders.
I honestly wanted to say Asia Wilson. That's what I wanted to say
Yeah.
because of the fact that she did not win MVP this year, but she won the championship. So
And she finally got to see Usher. She was calling that man out for years.
yeah. So if I really had to pick between her and Pat Mahomes, I'd pick Asia Wilson.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to Asia Wilson for persistency. She called out Usher. He got her wish come true. So don't say we don't have the power to influence on y'all men. IJS. Anyway, what you got, Stan?
I'm gonna say Patrick Mahomes, and it is because I got a chance to sit down and watch the Netflix series Quarterback, and just to see that behind the scenes of how he trains and just the man he is off the field and his how he is. People view him as this superhuman, like the people keep calling him the next Tom Brady. I don't want to do that. I just want to say he's being Patrick Mahomes. He's being himself. But, to see the hard work and the dedication that he puts into it, and then for the season that they had and for him to overcome that injury in the midst of the playoffs at the worst time to get an injury, I'll take my hat off to him.
I want to say something real quick. Basketball, and because basketball's kind of in the beginning of the year too, isn't it? Or the middle of the year, their championship.
Basketball starts in October, ends in summerish.
Yeah.
May.
Okay. So the championship of the summer, and then football. When I think of Patrick Mahomes right now, this very second, I don't think of him winning the Super Bowl this year.
Thank you.
I think because it's the year, man. It's so freaking long. I hate that a championship's in the beginning of the year, and so much stuff has happened since then.
He had a good
I loved that documentary. I loved every quarterback in that documentary. It was real. I liked it. But man, lately Patrick Mahomes just crying me a freaking river, bro. I almost dropped the F-bomb. I'm just tired of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and I know we talked about on Ladies' Night the last three months. I'm tired of seeing T-Swizzle, Taylor Swift. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of the freaking Chiefs, okay? And I'm tired of seeing Mahomes crying like a little. Okay, so
he's not crying at all, but I'm convinced he can't fight.
2 weeks ago, you couldn't even tell Josh Allen, good game. He just sat there and cried. Never in your life would you seen Tom Brady do that. He would have sat there, shook the dude's hand, told him good game, and then walked off the field, go down the tunnel bitching. He would never have done that to Josh Allen's face.
So Tom Brady's your standard for how people should behave?
No, I'm just saying. Here, Stanton or Mario said Tom Brady. So people are comparing.
Call him Tom Brady though. That was
they're comparing him to Tom Brady. I'm just saying. Any other quarterback, I don't think you ever would have seen any other quarterback do that. I think he's just people put him on a pedestal, and it's I don't know, man. He's been annoying lately. That's all I'm saying. He's been extra annoying.
I think
Kermit the Frog type.
A lot of football. I think you're right because he's the greatest. He's indisputably the greatest quarterback. Other than his play against the Raiders this past week, it has not been his fault. But I'm just convinced that he can't fight because those receivers play like they don't fear that man. Because you can't tell me that ain't nobody. If he was hemming them up in the locker room, I bet you they would learn how to catch. I bet you they'd be out there with a jugs machine and working late nights.
Need some of that spider tech that the pitchers were using a couple years ago.
Maybe their gloves are being greased down a lot. That's why they can't catch them the ball.
Maybe you do like Tom Brady and deflate the balls to make it easier for the receivers to catch or something. Since we want to model after Tom Brady, because it hasn't been him. He's actually been playing phenomenally when you watch the games. It really was this last game that he just really kind of fell apart. But I'm convinced he can't fight. They don't fear that man in that locker room.
Yeah. But do you think what's his name for the Dolphins now? Was it Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
You think he was still with the Chiefs? Do you think half of the stuff that's going on right now with them losing and not, closing out the fourth quarter will be going on if Tyreek was still on the squad?
But they won the Super Bowl last year without Tyreek Hill. So you can't just blame it solely on that.
Okay.
I get that Patrick
the coordinator, the Sadal stunt double went to the team, so the OC ain't there before.
God damn!
I understand.
He's in the building.
Ooh-wee.
EB's in
We
the
got a
building.
special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Eric B. Enemy.
Enemy's
Oh,
in the
wait, no,
building.
Sadal, my bad.
Sadal.
God damn.
I ain't
Listen,
been to
I
nobody.
get that
Here, mind my business.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league right now. Okay? But I'm
For a
just saying, and everyone understands that the Chiefs don't have any receivers, anyone to catch the football. All you have to do is cover Travis Kelce, and they have no one to go to. Everyone understands that. I'm just saying his actions on the field makes him look like a little bitch. I'm sorry. He's annoying the hell out of me. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And again, I understand at the beginning of the year he won the Super Bowl, but as of lately, he annoys the hell out of me.
Okay.
There's only so much character assassination I'm going to take from somebody whose favorite team were cheaters in the World Series.
Oh,
Damn.
I started again.
Acting this double barrel shotgun around today? Is that what?
Oh Lord!
Ready to go.
Like,
I forgot.
I could bite my tongue.
Who are we on? Did I do you?
real quick, I want to specify that I was not saying that there's a fair way to compare Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. I was saying that other people say that. I'm saying Patrick Mahomes is being Patrick Mahomes.
I just like
that's what I was saying.
You know,
you can't do that.
Well, David Barnes agrees with you, Jobo.
Joe, I understand how you feel about the Chiefs, but you know what you should do? You should just shake it off.
Oh Lord! Now, I'm telling you, T-Bone. I'm telling you,
shotgun.
I'm telling you, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I cannot stand Taylor Swift either. Oh my gosh! All right, move on. Who's next? Who's next?
I need them to break up.
They break up. They win in 3 straight.
It's me.
I'm sorry, I got lost.
It's me.
Right.
It's me.
Oh, you, T-Bone, go ahead.
And the other thing, real quick, is Annie. Nobody's gonna fear a man who sounds like Kermit the Frog. All right, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Kermit. Oh, you so wrong for that. Oh,
ketchup on his mac and cheese.
Real quick though, I did see people on X for like about because didn't he buy the whole O-line like golf carts or something? They were like he could take it right back as fast as he wants to with how bad the game was. But I don't know, man. That's go on with your Kermit the Frog talk, whatever you're doing.
All right, now if we're talking about best athlete of the year,
I know them go-karts got cooked.
If it was Sunday of this past week, I probably would have said, man, Brock Purdy's had a heck of a year. But, hey, Christian McCaffrey's had an even better year. So, hey, that's who my athlete of the year is going to be, Christian McCaffrey. That boy is running all over the place. You know, he's
right, though. He's on my fantasy team.
He's running all over the place, getting a lot of people fantasy points.
Yes, I appreciate it.
He's doing this thing, catching, running. You know, he was even a quarterback in the NFC Championship game this year. So, you know, there it is.
Who is David? Because he got all the comments. They funny, though. You said Travis can't shake Taylor off. I'm sorry. I know Joe don't want to hear nothing else about Taylor Swift, but David said it, not me. Did everybody get their sports athlete of 2023?
No.
Who we missed it? I'm sorry. The whole cheese and Mahomes thing.
Everybody that's not here.
Right.
You got 4 more people, including yourself. Did you forget yourself?
I'm trying to stick to the script. I really wanted to get into some other topics too. That's why, because we only got so
we don't forget you. Bunny, give yours right now so we don't forget you.
Who did I have for athlete of 2023? Damn. Oh.
Damn.
I'm on script, y'all. My bad. So we'll just do a basketball person since I love basketball. I can throw out LBJ, LeBron James, because for this man to be damn near 40 and still playing like he's 20 is phenomenal. I'm talking about from last season, and we can talk about this season as well. But last season, coming off the injury, y'all can't tell me this dude ain't ball. Like he's playing like he's 25, not 36. I'm just saying. So anyway, so that's my sports athlete of 2023. Yeah, we got an RIP segment here. Gone too soon.
Wait, Bunny. Oh my damn. I thought I was doing
We need
it.
to get to the speed round.
I got you. So we're gonna keep going with the best sport athlete of 2023. Joe, what do you know? Who's your
I'll say it real quick. Ronald Acuna Jr. won the MVP this year. After 2 years after he shredded up his ACL and all the other L's in his knee, it's not good. But he went out, had a 337, 47 homers, 106 RBIs, and swiped 73 bags. I understand the bags are bigger this year, but that's a lot. So, yeah, I got to give it to Acuna. They suck in the playoffs for some reason, but he had an amazing year.
all right, cool. Annie, who you got?
So Miss Williams already mentioned her, but Simone Biles. I think after taking the break after the Olympics, taking all the criticism that she took, she really proved the power of rest, and that it's okay to take a break and that it can be helpful in coming back to dominate. In this year alone, she won her 8th U.S. championship, breaking the tie that she had. She's now officially has the most U.S. Gymnastic gold. She has her 5th eponymous skill. And so to me, both for what she did in competition as well as off the court, I think she's my athlete of the year.
For the record, I have not said one mumbling word about the 49ers this whole show. Just wanted to add that. I want to piggyback off of Joe's pick, Ronald Acuna Jr. He did something that was a first in a sport that has gone on for decades, generations. He is the first 40-70 player. I mean, 40-70 meaning 40 hitting more than 40 home runs and swiping more than 70 bases in a single season. He is the first and only player to do that in the whole entire history of Major League Baseball. That's my athlete of the year.
Number 40 was a grand slam, I believe, against the Doyers. So that was pretty cool.
Yep.
The Doyers, Dodgers.
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard anyone say the Doyers? I think Dodgers fans call themselves the Doyer fans.
I don't know a lot of Dodger fans, you know.
All right. Continue. What's next?
All right, so next we are going into the segment of trying to see which athlete whose career was cut short, who was gone way too soon, right before their career could have taken off. And then I want to start with T-Bone.
Oh, I'm so glad you did, because I get the feeling someone else might pick this one, but my pick is going to be in the NFL, Bo Jackson. I mean, he only played for 4 seasons, and, you know, that hip injury basically took him out. And if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't just the hip injury, but I think he did extra damage to himself I think he said he tried to pop it back into place, and that's what messed up, you know, like the blood vessels or whatever. So, you know, 4 seasons, compare that to like Barry Sanders, who people always say is cut short. He played for like 10 or 11 seasons before he you know, walked away from the Detroit Lions. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Bo Jackson, because that dude was all over the place. 2-sport athlete. It's great to be able to talk about a 2-sport athlete, baseball and football, and think about what may have happened in football and, you know, cut short. You know, 2-sport athletes. Mm-hmm. Can't think of any other guys who, you know, had as much potential as Bo Jackson.
I can think of one, and not only did he have potential, he had and still has confidence. Mario, I'm gonna go to you. Who do you think had their career cut too short, or they were gone way too soon?
You can say Aaron Rodgers.
What? Person?
Wait a minute.
You talking about the season cut short? Two-step?
Buckle his shoe. And his Achilles.
I love that 1-2 step.
Man, I don't know. I had to pass. I had to come back to that one. I got to think on that one a little bit.
Okay. Real quick, just to get mine out the way, I say Brandon Roy. I would have said Derrick Rose, but he's still playing. So I'll say Brandon Roy, as he currently is no longer in the NBA, but he had a hell of a career before injuries had a hell of a time on him, and it's very unfortunate.
Okay. My pick would be Sean Taylor. Played for the Washington football team. Unfortunately, he died tragically protecting his family in a attempted robbery. But I really believe that he had all of the skills to become the greatest safety of all time in football. It's just a shame that we would never know about what could have been with Sean Taylor.
So I'll do my honorable mention first. My honorable mention is one of y'all beloved Rams. So I would say Todd Gurley. I think if Todd Gurley could have kept his knees together, he really could have done some damage to some all-time records. It's amazing that he still is like top 10 in some rushing records, even though he hasn't played since 2020. And so I think that's a career I would have liked to have seen extended. And then my real answer, I'm going off the board here because I expected a lot of Derrick Rose. So I'm going to say, even though this person is playing, I'm going to say Geno Smith. And here's why. Geno Smith was a decent quarterback who lost his starting job because he got punched in the face. And so nobody respected that man. He became like a journeyman third string backup. But I think his play last year, I think his play this year proves that he is a serviceable quarterback. And for the last couple of years where a lot of teams have talked about being a quarterback away, either having like stacked defenses, skill players, but just, looking to see whether or not it was going to be Kirk Cousins or who's that one Eagles guy who is not good, but people talked about him like second coming?
Carson Wentz.
Yep, him, those sorts of things. And those teams, I think if they had gone with Geno Smith, it would have changed the landscape of a lot of teams' futures. I think Geno Smith is not an amazing quarterback, but I think he's the quarterback you want if your team needs somebody to keep the trains on the tracks, occasionally make some great plays. And I think a lot of teams miss their opportunity to have a quarterback such as that who could have really advanced the trajectory of their franchise. But he was kind of off the board for a lot of people because of that one incident that effectively kind of killed his career for several years. So
I mean, was it the one incident though? Because when he was with the Jets, he was not. I remember watching him back then. He was
Jets. Yeah, it was that one incident. Like one is the Jets. So
no, I'm saying when he was with.
Like I said, he wasn't great then, but he could have been what he is now years ago.
Yeah.
With people who actually know how to like coach him and put him in the right spots. What he is now for the Seahawks, he could have been for teams years ago. He could have been for the 49ers years ago during those Jimmy Garoppolo, just wade in the water years.
Hey, they went to the Super Bowl. Anyway, I do like
still treading water. I don't want to be the person, the did they win it person with you because I love the 49ers and I picked to go to the Super Bowl, but don't get on my bad side, T-Bone.
Eddie, I like to see Geno Smith play. I like to see when he's out there, So it's usually a good day for us. Go ahead.
Andy blew his headphones back.
Simmer a little bit. How about that? To be continued.
He blew his headphones back, man. Like, oh Lord.
His muffin cap back blue.
Wow.
Mario, you got your person.
Yeah, Smooth might know this guy.
Uh-oh.
Darius Miles. I'm gonna go Darius Miles.
Good one.
Yes, I will go Darius Miles. Great, exceptionally player, athlete. I guess he couldn't get right in the league. You know, he didn't have the guidance that he should have had. I think coming into the league, you know, you get money like that, you just don't know what to do. I mean, he was an exceptional player, but I just think, you know, sometimes it's just too much too fast.
Mhm.
But I have to go Darius Miles.
First person ever made me feel small in life.
I think with Darius Miles also, the Clippers organization was shitty back then. If they'd have had some true veterans, because think about it, they always were getting rookies every year. So you have all these young people around each other years and years and years until their rookie contract was up. So they had true veterans at that time under their ownership. So he had a true veteran, could take him up under his wing. That definitely would have helped him financially and with this game.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Joe.
Oh. Okay. So I did the whole passed away. It's not too soon with Tim McCarver, but that's still sad. Tim Wakefield, I want to say Tim Wakefield because how it happened is Kurt Schilling went out on social media and said he had cancer without having the consent of his family members saying that, and then shortly after he passed away from cancer. So WTF, that was messed up. And then I'm gonna throw one out there just because whenever me and Brenda were dating and first couple of years of marriage, we started watching wrestling, and then I thought it was kind of creepy with the whole Bray Wyatt walking out with the lantern thing, but Bray Wyatt passing away this year. That was sad.
Most definitely.
Gotcha. Got a couple. Got a throwback. Actually, I got two throwbacks. One would be Barry Sanders, and they had a documentary come out on him a couple of months ago on Amazon Prime. A lot of talent. Y'all know how he was just eating up the league, being a running back, and then all of a sudden. So I wish we could have had more years with him, because honestly, when I started watching football, it was right at his prime, and then he abruptly retired. And my other person who's not an athlete per se, but sports broadcaster, Stuart Scott. I still miss him. I was drawn to Sports Center because of Stuart Scott, and that just helped me want to be more and more talk about sports. So dope. Definitely gone too soon.
Mine too. Yeah, Stuart Scott was the man.
Mm-hmm.
He was must see TV.
Yep.
Back then, man. As cool as the other side of the
pillow. Yep. I was just trying. I was like, dang, that's how you play with words. So dope. He definitely brought the culture into it when other people weren't doing, especially it wasn't that many few black broadcasts at the time on Sports Center, but let alone the culture and just dope lines and
that stung. That stung, man.
And he's a Tar Heel.
Go ahead.
He's a what?
Tar Heel.
Damn.
Oh.
He's a Tar Heel.
Don't say bad about University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. I'm just warning you. Don't.
I just said,
Man, I like Tobacco Road, but I like the other end of Tobacco Road.
Oh hell no!
I should have told you not to say that either. Should have told you not to say that either. Damn.
What is this? This was a setup. I'm not gonna take it. I'm logging off.
I mean, if we being honest, that sweater is more of a Duke blue than a Tar Heel blue.
It is not at all.
Not just throwing a fashion in there again.
So real quick, can I an honorable mention for the Gone Too Soon?
Yeah, I was gonna do it too.
Who you got?
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Wait, career-wise? Bill Russell? Gone too soon?
It said retirement or death. Yes. Oh, it said gone too
He
soon.
was like 80 years old.
Whose career?
Bill Russell had a long career and a long
life. I'm just saying.
That could
He's got 11 world championships.
These rules are very loose. I also would have mentioned Derrick Rose, but he's not dead.
Come
Or retired.
Look, and he's talking about someone who's been in the league for the whole time. It says right there, and it's way too early to retirement or death.
I'm in a gray area with this question.
It just hit
And he prefaced hers by saying that I was going to do something unique because I thought everybody was going to say Derrick Rose or Dwayne Haskins. So I was trying to add some variety to the show. So
that's why I said
role.
with Tim McCarver, I said it wasn't too soon, but he did pass away this year, so it's sad.
And I can take that, Joe, but he just said Bill Russell, great man. Like he said, he had a good career, and he was like 80-some years old. So he died young.
Hey, his career definitely won't cut short for sure.
Yeah, I'm so like it's the.
But
Anywho, honorable mention, real quick, like a real one. St. Louis Cardinal Oscar Taveras.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can't forget about Oscar Taveras. That was definitely a gone too soon. He tragically only at the age of 22. So his career had more time and his life had more time.
Yeah, but that was almost 10 years ago, so that's why I wouldn't say that one, you know?
I mean, but it's saying like it didn't. There's no time frame on it, Joe. It's just said a career.
I know. Like we said, it's a very loose topic, but
I don't think we have one.
Me and Brennan just got married when that happened, and that was almost 10 years ago. So,
man, this whole show is loose.
All right, I don't like that word anymore. Let's move on.
All right. Best Ladies Night episode. Woo! So I can just be general. Any episode where, of course, JoBo doesn't care for this, but when anyone mentions her favorite team that's in Texas, I'm like, oh gosh. And when we go back and forth, nothing but great fireworks and entertainment. I'm just saying. So it's a few of them this year that was like that. Okay, I'm sorry. The comment here from Ed threw me off. Okay.
Why is Griffey in there? He's a Hall of Famer.
Wait a minute. Grant Hill drank Sprite. He didn't retire early, okay?
But his career ended early, though. I mean, I guess he was on the roster, but he wasn't playing. I don't know.
I think he had a resurgence.
Your career's still going.
Grant Hill had a resurgence.
So again, this is the gray area. We talking about they on a roster actively playing because again, we could talk about Juwan Howard. He was on a roster for 10 years. You didn't realize he was still in the league, but he wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He got some play time in Miami.
I'm just saying.
All 5 years. Okay, come on.
It was up like 20 or 30. He got some play time. He touched the court.
But that wasn't effective for the team. That's why I said it's a great area, y'all. So
going to the scores table.
Real quick,
he clocked
it. So going to the scores table to check in. That's what he said.
Him and Adam Morrison, they clocked in.
So yeah.
It was always at the end, but guess what?
So as soon as that horn went and so you on the clock. As soon as that horn, okay.
53 seconds.
He got Penny Hardaway. I thought Penny Hardaway had a good career though. Y'all think it was cut too short?
Yeah. Yes.
Injuries,
but he did his thing. Okay, I'm thinking of the first few years with him and Shaq. After Shaq was gone,
what could have been after that?
Okay,
I'm just confused. Why is Griffey in there? Dude played 20 plus years in the league, 500 something home runs. He's all Hall of Famer. Everyone imitates his left-handed smooth ass swing. Like why?
That is a more of a what if than gone too soon. A what if he didn't catch those injuries in the second half of his career? That's a what if. It's not a
but still played. I literally just looked it up. He played 22 years in the majors. Like that's a
That's a long
ass career. You know, like.
Well, if he would have drank
thank you for your comment.
Tell Ed.
What about nobody heard what T-Bone said. I'm glad nobody heard what T-Bone said. We just gonna keep it pushing. Cause damn, let's get to the next one.
We all over here. Let's go. Let me hear it. What you say, T-Bone?
What's that monster drink? Look, all I'm saying is what if energy drinks would have been more available back when Griffey was playing towards the end? You know what I mean? When he took that nap in the dugout.
Is that Smooth laughing? I hear.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember he fell asleep?
I don't remember that.
Isn't that what got him out of Cincinnati?
I'm just saying. I think Griffey had a pretty good career, and he's still doing pretty good right now as a human being. So, yeah.
He had Yao Ming on that list.
He's still man.
Nobody mentioned Calvin Johnson either.
I figured we talked about one Lions play. We don't want to keep,
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yao Ming, and what's the other one that was on the last name that was on that list?
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. Yeah, injuries definitely.
Andrew Luck, yeah, definitely.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, now that's agreeable. Yeah.
Okay.
More. All right.
We was talking about ladies' night, right? Ladies'
Right.
night.
Okay. Yeah. So, Bunny, you said any episode. You said any episode that you and Andy
Yes.
go back and forth about
Talk
the
about her
Cowboys.
beloved Cowboys. That football team in Texas in D-Town. Yes. Any
All
episode you come back this year is always good to me. Because Annie just for the love of her team, I feel like she was sipping on Kool-Aid that is just tainted because you would think the Cowboys have won a championship in the last 10 years and they haven't, you know.
Andy, you might as well say yours now that this is going.
I don't know. I don't think I remember a lot of the shows from 2023. I wasn't on a lot of them, so I didn't get to see them.
All right. Well, I got 2 of them then. I want to say the episode with Brooke Grimsley. That was awesome. It was cool hearing about, how she came about and her Lars Nootbaar love affair and whatnot. And then I also want to pat myself on the back. I hosted a ladies' night pretty much all by myself for like an hour and a half with, oh my gosh, Raquel Simpson. And I talked about golf, guys. I talked about golf, and that was a very nerve-wracking day leading up to it, but Smoooth helped me through it, and I thought I did a pretty good job. So, yeah.
Woohoo! Go Bo! That's what's up. Coming through in the clutch. Yeah. All right. It's on you, Sadal.
Man, it's terrible. I don't really have I like them all. I like all the ladies' night episodes.
Well, I'm talking about Man Cave. My bad. Sorry. Let me specify.
Oh, okay. This is Man Cave.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's a tie. So the first one I like is the Jeremy Macklin episode. I mean, we talk about a legit Hall of Famer coming on the show, and we really got him to loosen up and really like get comfortable and really talk about his career and what he really thinks about things. And so I really like that interview. And the second one, I call it the pause episode. It was the September edition of the Man Cave, and Stanton had a moment where he was trying to call up Craig Black's segment, and I wish I had it queued up. But he said something.
Hey, that ain't my fault.
Since there's ladies on the show, I'm not going to repeat what he said.
Can you use
It's a way that you drink your coffee, Bunny. See, Sadal's mind was in the gutter. It's a way that you drink your coffee.
Oh no! Oh
no! Some people say
he's talking about taking something, and
that's how people say they take their coffee. Do they not?
Oh,
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
They come off like that because when he said it was an awkward silence.
Oh wow! I wish I could have the tape to hear this. I really wish. Oh man!
Oh, I wish we had.
We ain't got it.
Thought about that. We didn't brought it up.
You pick on me like he ain't got one every damn month. Hold on, brother. I wasn't even gonna bring you up, but now I'm on. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
You talk about me.
It's on you, Stan. Let's go.
So many moments. Well, let me say my for real favorite episode was the Jeremy Macklin episode, and partially because of how we got that episode, because like I said on the show, I thought he ghosted us, honestly, because we had contact and then the contact stopped, and I was like, well, damn, that hurts. And then to hear that he was the guest on the show, I was like, all right, cool. I don't gotta create a burner Twitter and just talk bad about a retired NFL player for no reason at all. All right, great. I don't have to go the Durant method. But yeah, that would be my for real favorite show. My other top favorite show is Any and Every Sadal Pause, because he got one on me, but we got a reel that we can make, and I'm gonna have it for the first Man Cave of the year. I'm gonna make sure I have it. We're gonna start the year off with a bang.
Just wait, Stan. Just wait.
That's what I'm gonna call it. The Eric Bieniemy bloopers. EBB.
Just wait till we talk about another topic here tonight. Got something for you.
What? I don't like the way he leaned back after that, like an evil villain or something.
Mm.
That boy leaned back like evil Debo, didn't he? Like I don't like that at all.
Well, so
Not
Mario or T-Bone? What was your favorite Man Cave episode?
Well, as y'all know, I was only around for a few, so you know,
Oh man, he ain't bring the cardigan, did we?
did you?
Cardigan?
Oh,
Wait, did you do a wardrobe change? Okay, that's what I was waiting.
Oh no, he didn't.
whoa,
No, he did.
whoa, huh? What? Huh?
This is the most fatherly thing I've ever seen in life.
That's
Get
a
a nice
This
angle
is
of
so
it.
fatherly.
You see
This
that right
guy.
Down to
there?
the
You
dungarees.
see, oh,
Not the
hey,
dungarees. Wow, and really you hung out like that? Oh wow.
hey.
I feel like you should have the white New Balance shoes on right now.
This is Black Bob.
that Black Bob say.
The white New Balances.
Mm, mm.
Oh my God.
She played it for the old father look for real, not the New Balances, but continue.
He averaged 36 home runs, 106 RBIs, 14 stolen bases before the injury.
We here.
Afterwards, 19.
57 RBIs.
I didn't read.
I think it was 19. 19, 1, and 57. I think that's what the numbers were.
Oh, so,
All right.
so what was your moment, T, before we,
I mean, my farewell episode, because farewells. I'm retired like I'm Terry Funk over here. Uncle Terry.
Uncle Terry.
Yeah, because I was like, man, he's here alive and well. Like, why you got this sad music going? Like, he's going to college.
In memoriam.
College, they ain't going to glory.
Hey, hold on. My producer and giving us semi-scary moments with death.
Boy.
Right.
It was with Miss Dub, then
still
with
here.
T-Bone. What
Right,
has happened?
Miss Dub one threw me for. I'm like,
Oh my God.
Man. I was about to shed a tear. I'm like, we're not gonna do this on live.
Like, oh Lord, no.
I was like, he only doing this for ratings. That's some sick shit.
Right. Mario, what you got for your best Man Cave episode?
Mine probably gonna be the very first night I was on.
Oh, we had a great time.
Yeah, we had a great time that night. I gotta give a shout out to Smoooth. We rapped out of the blue at a book bag drive for kids going back to school, and he hit me up later on, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then I came by and did the first show, and got a chance to interact with a bunch of guys. Everybody's opinions is different, and but it's all love while we're here. But yeah, I had to say my first one. That had to be the best one that I've been on.
Went downhill from there, huh?
No,
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say it only gets better.
no, it get better. It get better.
What's up? Okay.
Oh, we're definitely in Christmas spirit now. Damn.
So okay, we can go around the room again. The best main sports show. What was your favorite episode?
I'll go first.
All right, let's go, Debo.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so my favorite episode aired on November 15th. It was a regular show, regular show until we start talking about football, the NFL. And Mr. Producer, you got something for us?
Hey, I just want to say, if we can go back to the playoff picture, what it would look like. So, I hate to say it, but
it ain't happening, bro.
At this moment, it's not our year. We're having a great trial for next year when all the pieces are working better together, and we'll have both our wide receivers at the same time. We'll have Puka and Coop healthy and ready to go. This is just a trial.
Go get your laughs in now. But don't be surprised if you see the Rams in that last seed of the playoffs. Not saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl. All I'm saying is they still have a shot because of who they're playing coming up next. They still have a shot.
Okay. I mean, I can admit that I was wrong.
You pulling an Annie on us. Good job.
Hold on. So if we can run that clip back, did I not say at that time at week 10 it didn't look like it? Because it literally didn't look like it. And then I didn't laugh. So I don't know what you were saying. Keep laughing for it. That must have been everybody else. I said at that time it didn't look like it. And it didn't. It looks like it now. I can take that. I can say I was wrong.
Would it be wild though if the Rams did play the Lions? We'd have a Stafford versus Goff going at it. That'd be cool.
And then one more thing is that it's common knowledge here that the Rams are my team. So I always hope for them to be good. But what it looks like is what it looks like. But now we're firing on all cylinders and we look good. Do I hope we make the playoffs? Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? So yeah, I can say I was wrong. You thought you had me, Sadar? Look, your connection dropped out. It saved you.
Cut the light.
I mean, the Rams have a little bit of a problem. Because
no, we don't.
A little bit or a lot of it?
I said a little bit of a problem.
We don't.
Problem is going to be that if we could pull those standings back up, or the playoff picture, I should say, like you got the Falcons and the Saints. Well, they play each other coming up. So one of them is definitely going to get another win, which is going to boost them up a little bit more. You got who's that? The Seahawks. I mean, the Seahawks have been playing pretty well too, as Annie has pointed out. And, I don't see them dropping out of the playoffs. But, I mean, if the Rams lose again, which they play the 49ers.
T-Bone, let me stop you. We're going to mop Danny DeVito's nephew, and then we're going to beat you in an overtime thriller. Call it. Mark this right now. Mark it. Mark it.
It's the regular season.
Mark it. We went overtime against the Ravens and just Sadal's back. We'll get to you in a second, sir. We went overtime against the Ravens, took it all the way to the end.
If I'm not mistaken, the Vikings and Packers, they also face each other again.
I mean, but we're playing the Giants. You think the Giants? The Giants.
The G, man.
I mean,
T-Bone, you being disrespectful. The Giants.
Where's that game taking place?
They do
in the Meadowlands.
You'll lose.
Ooh.
No. Again, it's the Giants.
I have faith in Tyrod Taylor.
That's what I was going to say. Like Annie,
I had faith in Tyrod Taylor too, and then Cleveland happened. I'm not worried. Y'all remember my Browns in 5? Who was the quarterback? Tyrod Taylor. I'm not worried.
Bet $1? You want to bet $1?
I'll bet $1.50. I would bet something.
Make it 2. Make it
3. 2 snacks. What's up?
Make it 5.
And a beverage. That's a college deal.
Put 5 on it. Yeah. Put 5 on it.
Dub on it. Shout out Ms. Dub. I got a dub on it.
All right.
Annie, you better put your faith in your quarterback until you start talking about everybody else.
Are we virtually shaking hands?
Yes.
There we go.
I'm gonna take some.
What's wrong with my quarterback?
The sometimey Dak Prescott. Sometimes he's elite, sometimes he's not.
When there was like one game where he didn't play well, that doesn't mean we didn't lose every game. But it wasn't.
They have a funny way. He has a funny way of not coming through in the playoffs.
Time out. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. Your team just creeped into the 11th seed, and you want to come for my Cowboys, sir.
Hey,
is he even gonna make? Is your quarterback even gonna make it the rest of the year?
I tell you what he did. I tell you, at least he got a ring.
I bet
at least he got a ring on it.
I bet you
your quarterback.
Your
last few quarterbacks haven't had no rings.
I bet you Stafford doesn't finish the year.
Tony Romo, Dak Prescott, Drew Bledsoe.
I'll throw a 20 on that bet too.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Put your hand
Cartoon
out.
handshake. Okay.
Yeah.
10 on the
So
side.
we're gonna have to run this tape back in
Why
how
is
many weeks?
Aaron Donald super? Do you know how poorly you have to play as a quarterback for your defensive lineman to be the MVP of a Super Bowl game? That game was not won because of Matthew Stafford. Yes, he
Hold on.
Hold on, hold
That's
on.
cool.
That
Well,
game
I'm
was
gonna
not won
finish.
because
Hold
of him.
on.
It was almost
Hold
lost
on.
because of him.
Wait. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Redact. Cooper Cup was the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, he had a hell of a game.
And who threw the Cooper Cup? He didn't catch passes by himself.
Yeah. Cooper Cup was Super Bowl MVP.
Whatever. It wasn't Matthew Stafford.
Well, whatever.
I mean, you can't throw the ball and catch the ball.
I'll tell you who wasn't the Super Bowl
Matthew
MVP
Stafford
ever.
ain't nothing.
I can tell you who wasn't a regular season MVP.
Who?
Same guy.
Matthew
The same
Stafford?
guy Sadal was talking about.
Matthew Stafford?
I mean, yeah, but he's got a ring, unlike
Okay.
Mr. Prescott or Prescott.
I got 3 rings. What that mean? That
Are
means
you
I'm a
Dak
good
Prescott?
quarterback
That means you're better than Dak Prescott.
All right, Skip. Don't.
and
keep-
better than Matthew Stafford, apparently.
I mean,
And
yeah,
better than
that's
Matthew
true.
Stafford.
That's true.
Okay.
I'll give you that. One ring is more recent. I'll say that.
Not more
A
recent.
whole hell of a lot more recent.
Then who?
No, wait, hold on. No. She's talking about the slam right now, Sadal, before she comes up again.
Okay.
Right. So
Oh, we're
say
gonna
something
change
else.
the subject. Get the heat
Something
off the
else.
Cowboys. We're
No,
gonna
we
get the heat off
talking
the
about
Cowboys and
my
talk about a
ring.
real team.
Watch
Wait,
it, Skip.
you're not
Why
talking
can't the
about
Cowboys
Samuel
stand alone? Why you gotta bring in personal accolades?
Because y'all caping for a man who don't know about y'all.
First of all, we didn't pull a skip. We didn't talk about your personal accolades.
For a team.
Y'all try to bring up
Don't know
somebody
about
who's
none of they
like,
fans.
you trying to call out my quarterback when he's like 3rd in the MVP race. And where's
That's
your quarterback in the MVP race?
holding his Super Bowl ring.
Where is your team
Got a point.
in terms of wins right now? So your team is behind.
I mean, winning 5 out of the last 6.
My quarterback in play this year.
Where
You're
was
talking
your
about somebody
team
being
in the last
sometimey.
3 games of the
How we
season
go
right
from
now?
talking about him being sometimey to then talking about rings on teams he's never even played for. You're talking about him being sometimey this year, correct? Is that what you're talking about? Are you
Yep.
talking about?
And where was he
Okay,
at in the last 3 games?
He's
Where
ahead
in
of
the last
your
3 games?
quarterback and MVP odds.
What about that Bills game? Huh?
He's
What about
ahead
the
of
what
your
about
quarterback and
that
MVP
what
odds.
about that Dolphins game?
Oh, that Dolphins game. I know that. I know they cried in the They ran like red.
Got you.
To ease out of this real quick, this is getting very intense. I do have a football question. Why can't a running back or a receiver win the MVP? Like everyone's just assuming the
Because they're
quarterback.
very valued,
Wait,
but
they
that's
can.
a long
They
story.
can and they
Okay,
have.
so didn't the
Okay,
Cowboys
I
beat the Rams
I get
on
they.
October 29th?
Oh.
Didn't we win 43-20?
Okay.
What did you say? What did you
Okay,
say?
so how was that?
We lost to the
playing?
Bills
Are we
31-10.
We playing rock paper scissors. All right.
Did you catch it?
Well, Jobo, I know one of the broadcasters brought it up this year that they should start having MVP, like quarterbacks have their own and then everybody else, because more than likely the quarterback is chosen as MVP. So there's no rule that saying they have to be, but that's just how it ends up.
Well, you got like McCaffrey and Tyreek that are having really good years, and everyone's just assuming. Which again, Lamar's having an awesome year. Dak's having a great year. You know, like so everyone's just assuming it's going to be one of those guys.
Purdy too. No, excuse his past game, but Purdy.
I was gonna say I understand he's good, but what just happened a couple days ago is very present in my brain. But I'm just saying, like I see it all over the place. Everyone's just assuming a quarterback's gonna win and not Tyreek or something.
That's just the tendencies, but it is possible that Christian McCaffrey could win it. And the other thing too is that they have the MVP, and then they have also the offensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They usually wind up doing is they wind up giving the quarterback MVP, and then they wind up giving the receiver or running back the offensive player of the year. But I mean, Adrian Peterson was MVP.
Yes, he was.
What year was that? 2013, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Minnesota.
But it makes
10 years
sense if they
ago.
do two separate categories. Do an MVP just for the quarterback, and then do one for everybody else. I would.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
quarterback MVP, and then here's everybody else MVP.
I'm just saying, do two separate MVPs, one for quarterback strictly, and then the other one just for everybody else.
Then all the other players in positions are going to be like, well, what about us? It's going to start a favorite child.
No, the offense goes through the quarterback. Come on, y'all, really? The offense goes to the left tackle. The offense goes straight through. I mean, come on, the ball starts with.
We already dealt with a quarterback that had a disconnect from his team. Let's not do that with a lot of other teams and the league as a whole.
We can't. Hey, that's one team. They're not the whole league. It's a difference, bro. I'm just saying.
I mean, let that be an example of what could happen.
In now and then future sake is like, okay, this was a good move. You could try it. If it don't work, then go back to what they did before. Like, but it is now. I'm just saying.
That's like a first place in participation trophy. That ain't gonna do it.
That ain't the same. Again, what we already said, they got offensive player of the year and they got MVP. Why do we have two different ones like that?
They also have a defensive player and an offensive
MVP was the defensive player. How long ago?
So
if McCaffrey wins MVP,
though, like that be an answer. That's what I thought.
Most likely be an offensive player of the year that'll get the award.
And then if you really want to look at it, if you look at the offensive player and defensive player, that's like their top level of MVP. Right. You look at because they were the most valuable out of everybody.
Defensive player of the year is the MVP for defense. They name it there like that. I'm just saying.
Okay, I see what you're saying, Bonnie. That makes sense. So, Joe, did they answer your question? Did they answer your question, Joe?
I guess. I don't know. It was like the one I got just now. What I got just now was the same type of answer in my brain. What I got about the in-season tournament didn't make any sense to me. But anyways,
the reason why someone other than a quarterback is unlikely to win an MVP is because if you are strictly looking at the word value, it's hard to articulate that any other player on a football team has the potential to contribute as much value as a quarterback, given the number of plays in which they are involved. And so if that person who has the most touches in a football game is doing that really well, it's hard to articulate that somebody else is more valuable to a team. So it's pure volume and percentage of impact. So that's why it's really hard to articulate even somebody doing really well at another position having a case for having more value to a team, even if they are better.
Good answer. So they have the most valuable offensive and they have a most valuable defensive. Is that what I'm hearing?
They don't use the word value in those. They just
best
player of the year.
Well, then the MVP should just be NVQ because it's going to be a quarterback then. I understand you said AP was like 10 years ago. But anyways, my favorite all-around episode this year was Danny Mac. I know the circumstances of how we got him was probably different than what it would have been 2 years ago, but that was always a guy that I would have loved to have on the show. We got him. Shouts out to Smoooth for that. And yeah, that was awesome. That was up there with like Michelle Smallman and Randy Carricker and whatnot. And it was just cool to get to talk to the voice of my childhood with St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
All right. I would just like to point out with that back to the MVP thing real quick. Just looking at who the MVPs were, like if you look through the list, you'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. Like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, maybe the Matt Ryan year, maybe, but you've had Adrian Peterson, you've had LaDainian Tomlinson, Sean Alexander, those are running backs. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's
LT
until you get to about
defensive player though in the last 30 years. Defensive player.
What I was going to say is once you get to like 2001, that's when it shifted more towards quarterbacks, where you've only got those three examples. But before that, I mean, it's been split between running backs and quarterbacks. And the last 9, can y'all name the last 9 offensive player to win MVP in the season?
Nope.
Quick trivia.
I can't. We can cut that right now.
Quick trivia. Lawrence Taylor, 1986. There you go.
I mean, that's a different era too.
Yo, I was even alive then. Come on now. I want to hear something recent.
Oh, what a hit.
And to piggyback on your point real quick, T-Bone, and then we're going to keep going. You said 2001, right?
Mm-hmm.
Football was changing then
Mm-hmm.
in 2001. The biggest thing coming out of college was quarterbacks. That's when it spread and everything else started evolving.
The greatest show on turf was at the peak too.
So everything.
That's how they were doing it.
Every organization, not every organization, most organizations in the NFL at that time, they needed quarterbacks because they could start to see the change. They weren't going to agree to it, but they could start to see the change in it. So yes, like Andy said, that is the most valuable position on the field. So he's going to be the front runner to win the MVP.
And the biggest change, the piggyback on that, Mario, the biggest change came in, I think, around 2002, 2003, when they changed the roughing the passer rules.
Roughing the passer, yes. Yes, they protected them more.
There were a number of rules in the early 2000s that changed that made not only an advantage for offense, but particularly the air raid offense. And so whether it's tuck rules, whether it's roughing the passer rules, whether it's no hand fighting within 5 yards for D-backs, whether it's pass interference rules and what's being called with pass interference. So there were just lots of things that created an advantage, not only for offenses, but particularly air raid offenses, because the NFL saw the writing on the wall and saw that people enjoyed high scoring games, lots of touchdowns, more than like old school Steelers, Ravens, AFC North football, where it's like 3-6 scores and a cloud of dust and defensive struggles and stuff. Like, as much as people appreciate defense, what people want to watch is touchdowns. And so the person who's most valuable, not only to a team, but to what the league is trying to do, is the person who's most likely by value to create a touchdown, which is your quarterback. So a lot of rules changed in the early 2000s to give an advantage to air raid offenses that, as was just talking about, were making its way from those early Oregon teams, really West Coast teams, into the NFL with the move of those coaches coming in from the college coaching ranks into the NFL. And so, yeah.
Greatest show on turf. Now, that was a team to watch in the early 2000s.
That's what I was saying. A lot of the adjustments came too, because when they were just eat up the defenses, they started making adjustments, and coaches had to do stuff against the offensive schemes that Morris was doing. Okay. Yeah, so hey Mia. She's sleepy? You sleepy? It's bedtime. Well, too bad. Freaking Fracker upstairs still turned up. They've been on Christmas break and been living their best lives, staying up later than me sometimes. Anyway, so while they're resetting the camera for the fellas, I'll get my favorite episode this year was Sadal, you. Coach Prime reenactment. The glasses. Loved it. Oh gosh, loved it.
I forgot about that.
So much.
Don't ask me to do that right now. I can't do it.
Funny. Oh, that's so hard. I'm like, he said it just like Dion, man. That was hilarious.
I was taking jabs at people because, you know, after that heated exchange that we had like a couple episodes before that, I'm like, I'm gonna really piss them off, put the glasses on, because they was like doing like what would this person say? And of course they gave me Dion. I'm like, I'm gonna piss them off, do something.
But you had the glasses with the look, man.
Were you taking jabs at me?
Not necessarily. It's just just the whole idea of Dion.
I wasn't on that show. Say it with your chest. What you got to say?
I didn't go back and look at the tape. I didn't take no jabs at Andy. No. I was just pissing people off because people didn't like the fact that Deion Sanders is with Colorado. And so I just said, hey, I'm gonna do a little Deion Sanders impression. What would he say?
But you referenced like our previous spat of previous shows before that. So
I sat back and observed. If you notice, I didn't get involved in that conversation. Whatever you all were saying, y'all said it. I was just simply reacting to what Dion would say to the critics. And it's not just you. Dion had a lot of critics this year.
Hey, baby girl.
Hi.
No.
Can I just say something that's totally off topic right now?
Go for it.
I'm on X. Still hate saying that, but I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Okay. This coach for college football is getting doused with mayonnaise.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
Yeah, the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
It's the Mayo Bowl going on.
Yeah, it's the Mayo Bowl. The Duke's Mayo Bowl.
That is absolutely freaking disgusting. I said freaking because there's a child on the stream right now.
I don't like mayonnaise in general, so I don't.
I want to throw up. I want to throw up. And you know what? I'm disappointed that someone else didn't say Mizzou for Team of the Year. I know there was a quick little shout out to the Battlehawks, but I'm surprised we didn't talk about it a little bit longer. But continue. I don't know who we were on.
They got a big game. You know, yeah, we be remiss if we didn't talk about that, man. Against Ohio State this Friday.
Yep.
Talk about
So my best main show episode would be the one that we had recently with Guy Toy. That was a fun time, a great time. We talked about a lot of things in the world of comedy, in the world of sports. We dove into his love of sports and his local teams in LA and local teams in St. Louis as well. So that was one of my favorite shows. So shout out to him for hooking us up with Fat Tuesday tickets when it came to St. Louis. Unfortunately, I couldn't go. That was my favorite.
I don't think I got one. I would say the J Mac show was good. I wasn't here for that one, but I did watch it. That was real good. I learned a lot about J Mac on that show, and shout out to Smoooth for getting that together. And that's.
Oh no, brother, that was me. Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta stick my hand up for that.
You?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say how it happened.
Okay,
but just know that the connection happened.
Okay,
I
that's
legally
great.
can't
That's
say
great.
how it
That's
happened.
great. That's great. I'll take that back then. Shout out Stan for getting that all together.
Thank you. Damn it.
Stanton, Miss Dub agrees with you. The Guy Tori show was great, she said.
Absolutely. What's up, Ms. Dub? I don't know if I said that at the beginning when she said hi to us, but I just want to say it.
Okay. So real quickly, you all, we want to play a little video from Craig Black. He could be here on the show live, but he does have a little video he's going to share with us. Run it.
What up, Super Show family? Ladies night. Man cave, hey, I'm out here for a family gathering, our annual bowling, holiday bowling. We got a couple lanes, but sorry I couldn't make the show tonight. But you know what? Let me say this real quick. Ron, Sergeant Jacoby Brissett is not going to save your job. To all the haters, it don't matter. Sam Howell is the future, okay? Hey, but y'all have a great show. Shout out to everybody, my dudes, especially them ladies. Ladies night. Peace.
Oh, thanks, Craig Black. Sorry you couldn't be on here bowling in the background, but that was. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Blackest man on radio and the blackest man on this podcast. Yep.
Yes.
Shout out, Craig.
Appreciate that video.
I need to be back when he's on the show because we need to discuss this Sam Howell thing. Because no.
Please, Annie, tell us how you really feel.
Look, I'm a Tar Heel through and through. I love my Tar Heels, but we do not produce great quarterbacks. Trubisky, don't know why he was drafted at all. Sam Howell, loved him at Carolina, but he ain't the future. And I'm really nervous for teams that are looking at Drake May sideways in terms of the draft. I think right now he's ranked as the number 1 or number 2 quarterback.
He's highly touted.
Depending upon whether or not people are like Caleb Williams haters.
Yeah,
and I don't think he's going to be all that in the league either. So stay away from Carolina quarterbacks. Just don't. They're good in college. The game doesn't translate in the NFL.
You know what else is good in college, Annie?
Oh. God.
See, Sadal want to talk about me like he ain't got an hour long worth of highlight reels. You know what else is good in college, Annie?
He does.
College football. Don't forget it. Don't ever forget it. All right. Oh, hey, Sadal, how you doing?
You know what? You didn't do this to Guy Torrey when he was flaming you right on that very set you're sitting at right there.
I mean, because God Torrey doesn't have as many moments that I can come back with. I take being a pastor, lead deacon, associate pastor, financial coordinator, head usher. What else? Choir director, tenor in the back row. I mean, we can go there. What's up, Sadal?
I think somebody is hurt.
Church fight before. What is happening? Why are we having a church fight?
Guy Torrey was saying all this about Stan last show.
Okay.
Yeah, he said I had on bishop frames, and I ain't gonna lie, they were bishop-ish. Like, yeah, it looked like I had a good word from the book of Deuteronomy. Good one.
Okay.
Oh, so right. Just start like I can't go. So, you see me host shows. Come on now.
All right. Not helping with TD right now.
You know what? I am not gonna sit here and address a lie.
Yes, anyway. That's a sensitive name right now. All social media, we're gonna leave that alone. Look, that should have been a topic. What do y'all want to leave in 2023? That right there. We're not gonna carry it into 2024. And speaking of, what would you guys want to see as a guest, or who would you want to see as a guest in 2024?
So I know Smoooth has said this before, but Ozzie Smith would be dope. But I'm only mentioning Ozzie because you said he was at the Guy Torrey show, so we need to make that happen. I've said before in the past that we've had every former major sport athlete on the show except for hockey. It's probably gonna be hard with Jamie Rivers now because he's now the new Darren Pang of the Blues, but someone there. But I think a easier one would be is a Cardinals prospect or someone like a Mason Wynn, Jordan Walker, Victor Scott III, like someone like that. Someone coming up that's possibly gonna make their debut soon. So those are my guess.
Who's next?
2024 guests I would like to see. Besides a Cardinal player or NBA player, we already had Justin Tatum, the father, on here. So let's get Jason Tatum on here. What y'all think? Or do a woman, a hero, local person. JJK. Just saying.
Okay. I'm going to take a page from Asia Wilson, and I'm just going to say Usher every time I'm on the show until Usher comes on the show. How about that? I had written in my notes Dak Prescott, but y'all don't deserve him. So
wait a minute, we don't deserve him. Who said we? I'm just playing.
Y'all don't deserve
I don't like the team back and like the person, so that's a difference.
I'm gonna keep him to myself.
Don't deserve.
That's the dog. Do you want to have a neck off?
Mayor.
You can have a neck off.
Wait a minute. For real, a neck off is the first I've heard of that, but
Yeah, you can't
have a neck off with a black woman. What's wrong with you?
This on me now? I would say I would like to see Coach Prime himself show up on the man cave. If I got class that night, I will make sure that I am here because there's nothing that I would say on this show that I would not say to his, digital face. And I don't mean it in a mean way. I'm just meaning like, hey man, let's have a conversation. But yeah, I'd like to see Coach Prime on here because everybody, always gives him praise and sometimes it needs a little pushback. Like that offensive line got pushed back multiple times.
But before I give my pick, I just want to say, now if you got something to say about Coach Prime, he's gonna fly us out. So yes, make that happen. He's gonna fly us out so you can say it to his face.
No problem.
It's like a power move for him. Like, I'm gonna bring you here so you can say it to my face. So yeah, work on that. If I could bring on anyone in 2024, it will be the all-time leading rusher for the Rams, Steven Jackson. I'd love to talk to him. I'd love to give him a little trouble because of his incorrect Oregon school selection. But it is what it is. It worked out for him. It could have worked out better if he went to
St. Louis Ram.
Good old Eugene. Yes, St. Louis Ram. My favorite St. Louis Ram. Top St. Louis Ram. Greatest.
Marshall Faulk?
No, I just said Steven
I'm
Jackson.
just saying, better than Marshall Faulk.
Steven Jackson. I mean, if you look at all-time leading rusher, then yeah, he is.
Good. So you're saying Steven Jackson was better than Marshall Faulk?
If you look at rushing, and he's the all-time leading rusher, Tebow. Now let's also, since you want to talk about offensive lines, let us not forget that he became the all-time leading rusher when we were having our all-time worst defensive line.
You're talking about leading rusher for the Rams.
Yes.
I mean, I got Marshall Faulk on the back end. Like, pretty sure he's still better. Just saying.
Steven Jackson's better. Anyway, Mario, who you got for 2024?
I'm gonna go with two of Shamanaz best and Bradley Beal and Jason Tatum. I like to see both of them on the show.
That would be dope. If we can get
For
them both.
going Chaminade, we had to do Matthew Tkachuk. He went there as well, friends with Tatum, and that would do our hockey bit right there.
Let's make that happen then.
3 birds, 1 stone. What's up?
All right, let's go. Trifecta. Go ahead, producer, make it happen, Kevin.
Make some
You
calls.
got that smooth.
Got that smooth touch, huh?
I won't come if y'all have Tatum on, but if Deuce comes, then you can call me. I'll come on the show.
Not dudes, not the what?
I ain't gonna lie. Deuce is the favorite.
I'm just saying, Smooth. If Tatum is a man cave, I'm gonna be there in person or whatever because you know how I feel about Jason Tatum. Just so
How
you
do
know,
you feel
write
about
that
Jason
down.
Tatum?
Producer gave the thumbs up.
He
Producer gave the
said
thumbs up.
We know how I feel about Jason Tatum.
No, we don't know. Tell us, Joe.
Yeah, I want to hear it, Joe.
I don't
He
know.
turned it bright red. He's fine. All right. He's my guy, and I love him. And I would love to be there for that interview. That's all I'm saying. Before I get rated R with a child on the screen. So yeah.
Brendan hear you?
Brendan doesn't care. Brendan doesn't care. He knows this. Get out of here. Come on now. I'll tell him straight up. He knows how I feel. All my hall passes and whatnot.
Who do I want to see?
Who do I want? Okay. I think
The
people still gotta
Orlando
give
Magic.
Hold on. Wait, no. People still have to give their
I'm just
the
answering
guests
question.
that they
I'm
want.
just answering that question right.
We'll get that later. Do you see we're still on the
Oh, Sadal ain't said who he wanted.
Yeah, Saddam may say who he wanted.
By the way, Stanton, Marshall Faulk, Hall of Famer. He's better.
I mean,
I like to see
Ring.
Bruce.
Stop defending your twin all the damn time, dog. Jesus, who you want on 2024? You want Marshall Faulk on the show? That's what you want. We can get both of them.
Marshall Faulk and Isaac Bruce on the show.
Well, add Troy Hall to the list too. Then Shoot.
Not old crooked finger.
Another trifecta.
And hell, throw in Torrey Hope for the trifecta. Bam.
Crooked finger.
On turf.
All right, so now we got that.
Y'all want to address that question real quick? Boom, there it is.
Well, who do y'all want to see in the NBA Finals for next year?
Like realistically, or loyalty to our team?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Because loyalty, come on, Bulls, let's get that 7th. But in reality, no. I know that.
Conference, I still see the Celtics can pull it off for the Eastern Conference to be in the finals. Who coming from the West? Yeah, the Nuggets still seem like, yeah. unless somebody's gonna do some trades by the deadline in February, I still see the Nuggets being put off for the West and taking it all the way. Probably.
I mean, loyalty, of course, the Clippers. It's not going to happen, but that's what I would love to see. I think the West is close. I mean, you know, the Clippers are my team. I'm in a situationship with the Warriors. I'm in entanglement with the Heat. So, I mean, just kind of like any combination of them. Here's the thing, though. I still don't believe in the Celtics. I still don't believe that Dame was the right piece for the Bucks. So I think that the East is wide open. I think in terms of the West, to the commenter's point there, the Grizzlies kind of remind me of last year's Jazz, where it's like they had this amazing record during the first half of the season, but in the end ended up being pretenders. And so while I love the Grizzlies, Timberwolves, same position. I think their record's a bit of a smoke screen right now. And I love Anthony Edwards, so would love to see it. I actually think that there are no teams running away with the season so far. So the question is there truly parity, or are there some teams that are just waiting until after the All-Star break to really like turn it on? Are people trying to conserve energy at this point? So I think this year is going to be a really good NBA playoffs.
You don't. What the hell? You know what? I will go with my boy Cam. Grizzlies or Pacers, because y'all know I don't know anything about the NBA besides Jason Tatum and his fine ass. So, yeah. Smooth, you got me off guard right there, man.
That Michelob Ultra has taken. We're here now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Or whatever it was you were drinking. I didn't get a good look at the label.
Whiskey, and on my third Michelob. So, and y'all know I don't know basketball. Besides, Jason Tatum's hot. I like Trae Young, and yeah.
Hey, she like them all with the pretty hair. See, you see.
Did you just say Trae Young?
Trae Young.
That is the most complicated head of hair I've ever seen.
Hey, I don't think Trae Young's cute.
Look. The fight of his genes is happening in his follicles.
I heard him on 101 ESPN do an interview one time when he was in college, and I liked him ever since. And he praises the Lord every day on X. That's why I like him.
That just sounds weird. Praises the Lord every day on X. X just gets such a bad connotation.
So, Dawg, you got anything you wanna say?
Not really. I'm not really a basketball fan like that. I haven't been following the NBA, so I really can't say.
Okay.
Realistic pick. I don't know why, but I feel like hot off of his second MVP for the season. I don't know why, but I have this weird faith in the 76ers. I don't know why. They'll come out the East. And I do feel like it's going to be a battle of the big men. It's going to be the Nuggets going back for that repeat. I don't know why I feel like the 76ers are going to do it. I don't, but that's just how.
You got rid of the curse of Harden?
I'm sorry that you all got that, by the way. I really wish it could have been somebody but you. But at the same time, I'm glad it wasn't my Bulls. But yes, the curse of Harden is a real thing. I think that little B curse that was on Kevin Durant low-key went to James Harden and nobody really discussed it. But yeah, I see the 76ers and the Nuggets, and I see the Nuggets winning again for the second time.
What you got, T?
Oh, I've already said the Orlando Magic.
All right, let's be real here.
Hey, man, they're the number 5 seed right now.
In the first half of the season. Again, let's be real here.
Listen, I've seen when they are bad. I've seen when they're mediocre. And I've seen when they're promising. I haven't seen anything this season, but I'm hoping.
I like how he went into that.
I haven't seen anything this season, but I hope it's promising. We'll see.
Just like every year, that magic source is really like one of those travel batteries that you charge, and then you got it for like a good 8, maybe 10 minutes. Yeah,
I just,
tale of two halves.
we could
The
just
Orlando Magic put me in that situation with the old school like Heat or even the Clippers with JJ Redick, where it's like, how can a team win but a player lose? So for the Orlando Magic, of course I stand Cole Anthony, but then they got Paulo Banchero. So I'm like, how could the Orlando Magic win but Paulo lose in some way? So if we can figure out how to work that, then I'll co-sign your Orlando Magic. Let's go, Cole Anthony. Go Heels.
we can get there.
Mm.
We can do it.
Oh, it's on me. Damn.
He had all this time.
Oh, it's easy.
No close up of his face like I got caught off guard. Shoot.
We didn't have that angle set up, Joe.
I'm gonna have to say Denver out the West. I mean, nobody got better on the offseason. No harm, no foul, no disrespect to Smoooth and his Lakers. But we'll see if they can stay healthy. Keyword healthy. In the East is pretty much wide open. Boston, Philly, the Bucks. As you all have seen, the Heat gets it together after the All-Star break and they make this big push. So we'll have to come back to this after the All-Star break. To me, later on towards when the playoff, everybody trying to get their seed towards the playoff and then see where we at then. But if I had to pick, it'll be Denver and probably
You know you're gonna say it.
yeah,
I
I'm
know
gonna
you wanna say
go.
Huh?
I'm gonna Orlando Magic.
There you
You gonna be
go.
out your goddamn mind.
Your
goddamn mind.
Magic, yo, one, bro.
You ain't gonna sprinkle no pixie dust on me to say no
clip
like that.
that.
You crazy.
Clip that. We'll clip it. We're gonna come back to it.
We gonna come back to it, but I can't really believe in Boston. I might could believe in the Bucks because Dame brings something different that Giannis has never had. And that's another option that can score the basketball besides him.
He's underperforming, but I feel you. You might turn it on after the.
Well, you gotta. I mean, you in the new system. He's always been that guy. Dame has always been that guy. So now he's not got. He doesn't have to be that guy. He can still drop 30 on you in the blink of an eye. But I'm just saying, Dame don't have to be that guy.
I mean, hurt if he did.
I mean, you got Batman, you got Robin. The same thing that's in Denver. You got Jokic and you got Murray. In Boston, you got Brown, you got Tatum.
Oh, who do you think is the Batman and who do you think is the Robin in that situation?
I was just about to say you gotta flip that. Hold on.
It don't really matter to me. Some nights you got Batman from Tatum, you got Robin from Brown. It all depends on who show up. It's no clear cut with them.
Just like he said, Batman, Tatum, Robin, Brown.
It don't really matter.
Just like he said. He said it right. You said it right.
Well, hey, Mark, let me ask you this. When they traded away Smart, do you think that has made Boston better or are they still the same?
To me, they still the same. They ain't get better when they got.
I was thinking too. I was like, what was the purpose of that?
They get better. Nobody
I feel
in
like
the
they
East,
got better with positions.
nobody in the East got better but Milwaukee. That's it. Philly got better because they Philly.
Though.
It's not about even underperforming. That's because you still stuck in Portland mode. I'm trying to tell you, he is not. He does not have to be the man.
How long you think it's gonna take him?
They gonna be right.
He doesn't have to be, but it doesn't hurt. As much as Giannis talked about, I can't do it alone.
He's not doing it alone.
Remember all that thing he said at the end of the season? All of that?
He's not doing it alone.
So it's like, be Dame. Let it be Dame time. That's fine.
He's still being Dame. See, y'all want that 30.
You need Damian Lillard. You need Dame.
No, you want Dame time. That's what you
You
want.
need Dame Dollar, not the rapper, the player.
I feel you there. But I'm just saying, he doesn't have to go out and be as aggressive as he was when he was in Portland.
He probably does because they lost their best defender in Drew Holiday when they traded him away to get Dame. So they won't be able to make defensive stops. So he probably will have to score as much as he was scoring in Portland because they're going to find themselves in a lot of track meets because they got worse on defense.
I agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that. That might be part of the game that he's probably going to excel more in now because he doesn't have to. I guess just what I'm saying is when everybody can't be Superman all the time. He was Superman for however many years he was important.
Yo, I like my guy Mario throwing out the DC names, not the Marvel names. Just saying.
Marvel's
Batman,
still
Robin, Superman. Take that, Stanton.
better. Marvel was still better. I'm sorry.
I could.
She's Team DC.
She's Team DC.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Okay, next time I'll use DC names.
It's
Is
unfortunate.
that
No,
on
next
the
time
go?
I
I
use
use
Marvel
Marvel.
names.
Okay, I use
Is that on
Marvel.
the Gone to
Get out.
cinema?
Get out of here.
Damn. Maybe.
Just asking.
Maybe. It is. Henry Cavill. Oh, I'm sorry.
Marvel has been going downhill this year.
Hold on. We just gonna remove Black Adam and Flash. We just gonna let those go.
I'm gonna say I think Flash was decent.
Black Adam.
Black Adam was,
How was
but
the
listen, I went and seen them all. But I will say,
how was the Batgirl movie?
Batgirl never came out. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it did.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Then they don't want to put it out. I guarantee it would have been pretty good. Brendan Fraser is a very well-known.
They said they'd rather take
good actor, and he was in that movie as Firefly. So
had 2 Flashes and a Supergirl, and Ben Affleck.
What's wrong with Affleck?
It's the reason he didn't get his own movie.
So, Joe, you what? DC or Marvel? Which one?
She's clearly DC.
Hey, hold on before you go on, Mario. I'm a comic book fan. I think DC is better than Marvel. Continue.
At comic books or all around?
What are you talking about?
DC being better than Marvel. You said you're a comic book.
I am, and I think DC all around is better than Marvel. And I will say Marvel got a lot of shit from DC. Just saying.
Joe, this is the platform sports talk.
Remember when someone was being doused in mayonnaise? That's how I feel. How you felt is how I feel. Hearing you say that.
I don't know what you just said.
When you saw seeing someone get doused with mayonnaise. That's how I feel right now. You saying
I will just say, wait until 24, 25 with Superman Legacies, James Gunn taking over. That's all I'm saying. And Khan Dynasty is changing its name because the dude was just freaking. That's all I'm gonna say. He was just.
I see again. This is the platform sports talk show.
Hey, Stanton, me and you need to have a comic book platform comic book thingy.
Coming in 2024.
I mean, hey. Anyway,
hell yeah.
I would just say this, and then we will move on. Right, everything that DC is going to put out, I just have one word: Blade. We win. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into
talked about for years. Get out of here. All right, yeah, let's move on. Like you said, before you make a fool of yourself.
So is Superman, and now you lost Henry Cavill. This was the best since the coming of Christopher Reeves. But we're not going to go there.
Whoa. I don't even agree with that. I loved him, but let's continue.
You better not say Brandon Roth. That's the conversation outside.
No Tom Welling?
That was TV, not movies. That was TV, not movies.
Tom Welling.
Again, you're watching the platform.
That was TV, not movies. You're getting to it, Debo. Damn. Okay. All right. So what can we do to make the sports talk show, the platform sports talk show?
Ooh.
Oh.
He's yours.
That's my soups. And he's there too, but yeah. Ooh.
Oh, snap. Oh, she got both of them in one picture. All right. Well, what can we do to make the platform sports talk show even better and more known to the world? Mario, let's
talk about sports.
Get out of here, Sidal. Is that you even said that? You know what? I'm gonna slap you next time I see you.
Oh, okay.
Who's
talk about sports? Said the real estate DJ.
I mean, we talk about everything. To make it better. Oh man, why I had to go first?
You had a thought on your head, and I was like, "Boom, let's get it while it's fresh." It was still baking.
It's just like the cartoon, the cloud come up, and then you got the little Dodge behind it. Yeah, that was me.
Text message formulating. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
come back to you.
yes, please.
Okay. Let's go, Sadal, since he's so ready. What can we do to make the Platform Sports Talk Show?
So yeah, I would say these segments right here, these like funny segments or just segments in general that talks about the different topics that we talk about, clip them up, chop them up into small bits where you can have like 15-minute clips on YouTube. You can have like 2-minute clips on like Instagram and TikTok, and really like spread it out throughout the week so people can have a full dose of Platform Sports Talk Show goodness.
I got the first one. Sadal's selections. You see what I did there?
Hey, but hey, you might want to change that name though. That don't. It's a dog selection. You might want to change that name. Just think about it. Just think about it.
Enunciate, bro.
You know,
Sadal.
him and segment names don't go together.
What'd you say?
Segment names. Yeah, Stanton and segment names don't really quite.
I mean, well, let's think about it, DJ Sadal.
Really.
Let's think about it.
You see where I'm coming from, Sadal. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
do you know his DJ name? It's Sadal the Selector.
Yeah, I was here.
So that's where it came from. It's his selections. Because he's the selector.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Sadal. Catch on.
Okay.
It's your tag, your name.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what Mario talking about.
Get your minds out the gutter. Jesus.
I don't know. Sometimes.
Go ahead, T-Bone.
Hold on, and one more thing. Craig's topic was not my call on the name. That was the producer, the king of awkward statements. But let's go.
I know.
That brother did me dirty.
What could make the platform better?
Just like the payment when he went up for that. No, I'm sorry.
Which camera is? There we are.
Right there.
All right. What can make the Platform Sports Talk Show better? I mean, maybe we should expand out a little bit. Maybe we should expand our horizons. We got right here. We have, what is it, 8 people on here? I can't remember how many people. We got 8 people or so that's here. Everybody's got something that they specialize in, and it, besides just regular sports, maybe to grow the audience, maybe to expand out to the audience, maybe we should have some segments, maybe once a month, once a week, where somebody talks about the thing that they specialize in. We got DJs here. We got real estate investors. That's the same person, but we got we got, everybody has, Joe has comics. Everybody has something that they can talk about that's a little bit slightly off topic from sports, that maybe, that's something similar to like a clip. Put out a little 30-minute segment that could, catch the algorithm and get some more people interested in the overall network here,
Did you really just switch words around to avoid plagiarism?
What?
Sadal just said that.
No, he said clip of this.
And what did you just say?
I said record segments with us talking about stuff that we specialize in. Like, he talks about real estate. Maybe we should add a real estate segment, not to the show, but clip. I said to add on to the clip that he's talking about. Not from the show proper, but something in addition, something a specialized segment.
So you saying like,
he said to piggyback off.
So to piggyback off what you're saying, so it's like at the end of this podcast, then they might say something at the end, right?
Not necessarily.
No.
Okay, so let's take this as an example.
Separate from the show.
We have
Yes.
this.
T-Bone. I have, because my idea, or one of my ideas, kind of ties in, is I watch a lot of the John Boy Media, Chris Rose podcasts. So for an example, I mentioned this before, is they now have that grid thing that you can do every single day. You can do a grid and it's 9 boxes, and it gives you like a guy that played for the Astros and a guy that played for the Cardinals, and then it gives you all these different topics, and if you get the grid complete, it's an immaculate grid. They have it for every single sport. I'll even try to test my knowledge sometimes with the NBA, the NFL, even soccer, they have it. I think it'd be cool to do something like that. We could have us do the grid. You have the grid placed on the screen and then have us just try to guess it. Shoot, I mean, they have other ones where you can put player stats up and try to guess who that player is. So, I mean, just side videos, not the actual platform sports talk show that we have every single Wednesday, but on a Monday or on a Friday or any other day of the week, just post something on our YouTube page and put it out there on Instagram and X. Hey, here's us just for 30 minutes or so trying to guess that player, trying to get an immaculate grid, or, you know, just something like that. If you go out there and you look on John Boy Media, and again, this is all baseball stuff that I'm talking about because that's what I watch. I know other sports do it. Chris Rose has a football podcast as well. They do stuff like this. I think that'd be something that's cool. And I think that kind of ties into what you and Sadal are saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I liked Sadal's idea, like cutting up entertaining segments from the show and promoting those on social media. Also, like what Sadal said in terms of sports, like I like talking sports. I like talking X's and O's. I like talking players. I really like talking about the games and the teams and the sports. So that's always what I'm here for. And then I just kind of play on my phone whenever we start talking about other stuff. And in terms of like a segment to add, in terms of the clips, I really liked earlier when, we were able to play back what Sadal had said earlier and then respond to it. So having a segment that's like run it back, or as Stanton would probably call it, roll that beautiful bean footage, where like somebody gets to call back something that they said before and either they got it right or they got it wrong, or something about the story has changed or something. And so you get to roll back a clip from a previous show and then see what happened.
I like that. T-Bone does that from time.
We had a similar segment back in the day called "You Were Right."
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Way back.
And I was right all the time. I remember that segment. There were a lot of apologies to me in the basement.
Hold on, though. To start the show off, you said you were wrong about something. So
I know.
I was wrong about one thing.
And just like that, it goes regular inning.
One thing?
You came up.
One thing?
In 5 years.
Pirates winning the World Series?
Most of the time. So is that
2024?
That's
still happening in 2024.
The show? It will be the show 24?
Run this back. This will be the first clip on the Run It Back. If
Annie,
Pirates win the pennant,
I will give you $100 if that happens.
That's it.
We'll run it back only to show that how wrong you were.
I can just on my PS5 real quick.
I want a 10-minute montage of every time I've said the Pirates are going to win the pennant when they actually win the pennant. And I just want 10 minutes.
I'm gonna put an opposite on of all the times that you were wrong with it.
In 2033. Maybe further back, but yeah.
Nah. We will all have transitioned from labor to
Heck no. I'm sorry. What topic are we on?
What can we do to make the platform sports talk show even better and known globally?
So,
more known globally.
I mean, I think maybe hire a marketing, or we got to work on marketing, because just us doing it is one thing, but for somebody that specializes in it all the time, I mean, our producer does a good job of it. I don't. So maybe specify one person or a company to do that help to get it out more. We have a good guest and they have a lot of followers and viewers, so some of them bring on more eyes than others, but We're getting there, I think, slowly but surely.
Anybody's cousin in media might
No.
be an intern. Hit us
Hey,
up at
Fiverr.
Platform Sports Talk
You
Show.
can always call somebody on Fiverr, chop them up for you.
Fiverr. Someone did my.
Oh yeah. Shout out to
Fiverr.
Fiverr as well. Real quick, before we end the show, we're gonna get into some special shout outs. Who would like to go first? Let's go, Annie.
I came prepared. So my special shout out is to the show itself. And so maybe it was 2 years ago now, I think. During ladies' night, I had a chance to meet Sharita, who's like wrestling extraordinaire. And she and I like fell in love immediately. Like, that's my sister for real. And for as much as we talk and like are a part of each other's lives, we actually met each other in person for the first time. I was in St. Louis 2 weekends ago and got to stay with her. And so it was just like this woman who's like my real deal sister and her daughter, my niece, like is a part of my life because of the show. And that wouldn't have happened. And it was just so weird to be like, I've been new to you, but this is also the first time I'm meeting you. So that's my shout out. And hey, Rita, love you. And Carmen, if you're still watching this, you should be in bed.
I forgot about Sharita. I miss her. She was so freaking cool, man. She was dope.
Yes. She shout out for her winning her award. What was the name of the award again, Annie?
She was a part of the inaugural class of 100 Black women who rock St. Louis.
There you go. So congratulations to her. That's big and dope. But yeah, Sharita, miss her. She's doing awesome though. Yeah. So that's good that the platform brought two people together who otherwise would have never met. And now they are good friends. That's what's up. Special shout outs, of course, to our producer, the man behind the scenes. I mean, he makes his appearance on Man Cave and on the regular platform sports talk show. But in between time, when we have these shows with Ladies Night Man Cave, he's doing his thing, graphics, promotions, all the above. So shout out to him. And shout out to all our viewers and listeners in general. Just you all make it good when you're engaging and just talking to us, and I just shout y'all out because y'all are dope.
Yeah, shouts out to Smoooth. Another great year.
This time.
We all whispering about. Anyways, another great year, 2023. So many amazing guests on the show, and shouts out to my hubby and my daughter. And yeah, I'm excited for 2024 and see. Hopefully, we look back at one of our possible guests to be on the show, and we're talking about them. So yeah.
Shouts out to Miss Williams or Miss Dub.
Hell yeah.
Our number one fan. When I think about people that have been that supported us over the years in this show, Miss Williams has always been there every single week. So shout out to her. Besides her, it was my late aunt, Reverend Sadal, would tune in. And so we can always count on people like Miss Williams to always support the show. Shout out.
Oh, it's on me. I mean, again, you always got to shout out Smoooth. I mean, he's the one who's making this happen week in and week out. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in, especially Miss Williams, because she's always there. And, even though I haven't been here for about half the year, shouts out to all the guests who have been a part of the show and helping expand the audience that we get to see, or they get to see us.
I'd like to say shout out to each and every one of the persons I've met these last few months, from Stan to Bone, just meeting you, Joe. I met Bunny in person. I like Miss Annie. She's nice. I like her drive, her energy. And of course, Smooth. let's just try to take this to another level. I mean, we got a lot of podcasts that's out there that are, big. I mean, I believe this right here can be one of those podcasts because of the people that we have on not just the guests, but I'm talking about the people as well that's on the panel. So I think we can do big things as far as going into 2024.
I will say that humble beginnings produce huge accolades. And the huge accolades are on the way. First and foremost, I want to thank Smoooth for taking the chance on a young kid with a horrendous box cut back in 2018. Good God. Having me on the show.
Now your box ready.
Having me on the show, man. Yes. And then to officially be included as a part of the show, it was definitely an honor to be here for these past 5 years. Has definitely been great. With that being said, I want to thank everyone and shout out everyone that has been a panel member on this show for the time that you were. You are also a part of this journey, and I want to shout y'all out as well. Too many to name, so I don't want to forget anybody. Shout out to the panelists that we have now. Shout out to Sadal. Sadal is the OG. Sadal is like, what is it? The Ringling Brothers. Like, he's one half of the Ringling Brothers of this show.
You calling him a clown?
No, I'm calling this show a wild ass turkey.
Sorry,
but we love it.
Wow. T-Bone, I ain't say.
I'm taking up for you.
See. It be your own people, don't it, Sadal? That's wild. Continue standing. This circus that we have, man. You never know what we're gonna talk about on this show outside of sports, but it happens and it's always a great time. Shout out to my mama. She be watching. She be getting on me about some of the stuff that I say. I be trying to work on it, but when the passion of the sports comes through, it is what it is. Like right now, shout out to that fine ass, mine ass woman down in Georgia, and shout out to my daughter as well. And shout out to all of you for watching. Special shout out to Miss Dub, A1 since day one. Smoooth, that's still messed up. You made me think that she was really transitioning. Like I low key ain't forgave you for that yet. Like that wasn't right.
That was
very messed up. And we were here in person, so that hurt. Like I was like,
my heart skipped the beat.
I can't even turn my camera off because I'm here. Like, dang. So yeah, shout out to Miss Dub. And
No! Don't do that. Come on, man. What are we doing?
For 5, 6, 7 years and forever strong, one thing that will always remain is that Smoooth will always and forever be out of pocket. As we salute Smooth's former morals and consideration for those around him. Oh, you just had that clip. I thought it was going to keep going. Okay. Yeah.
I know that I gave you the official salute.
I saw the salute, Sadal. I was like, oh, that's official.
That's the official. I still remember.
Shout out to our resident veteran in the building.
She died laughing.
Yeah, you all right?
I'm crying. Okay.
Anybody else got shout outs?
You all right, Joe? Did everyone get their shout out? Funny, did you get your shout out?
Abby crying, laughing.
Yeah, I thought she did.
She did. Okay.
Did everyone get their shout out?
Yeah, I think everybody good.
All right. Well, that's it. That's the show.
Yep.
What an amazing 2023. I can't wait to see what 2024 has in store, starting with the not one, not two, but 3, count them, 3-year anniversary of Ladies Night. Make sure you are here. January 3rd, it goes down. Ain't that something? The 3rd anniversary on the 3rd. It's meant to be. It can't get no better than that. Oh, man. So, I love y'all. This has been one hell of a year. I can't wait to see where 2024 takes us. Am I closing out the show?
Sounds like it.
I guess I am.
Come on, DJ. Come on, Pastor.
Yeah, Pastor. Take us home. Take it home, Pastor.
Do the
First giving
benediction.
honor to God, who was the head of my life,
Happy New Year.
to the pastors and the deacons of this here edifice, and to you all, my brothers in Christ. I want to wish a prosperous 2024 to you all. May the blessings outweigh the stressing.
Wow.
I love y'all. This has been the Platform Sports Talk Show, Super Show. On behalf of T-Bone, Mario, Annie, Sadal, Joe, Bunny, and Craig Black and Coach in their absences. You have something to say? And Michelle in her absence as well. We got a lot of panelists, man. We all we got. Bigger and better things are coming. Just stay tuned.
Going out of here, and then all of a sudden Gobert comes in, and Draymond's like, no.
Yeah, it's
Chill out.
And then Draymond, he headlocked Gobert there. So
We got
That's how
that
you
one.
know
We got one,
Gobert
producer.
In the
You
headlock.
got the other one.
Oh boy.
No,
That's
that's
how you
later.
know
That's
Gobert
later.
is
You know
No.
that's later. It's later.
He helped him.
Oh,
What happened, Annie?
I said that's how you know Gobert can't fight either because nobody really helped him for real.
I mean, who was going to help?
Nobody was. Somebody, anybody.
You got
Somebody.
pounds who
It's
tapped out.
My thing is that is
helping
not.
anybody.
Here's my problem with that team. You're not even the first Timberwolf to have a viral video of you being choked out. Remember when Ben Simmons choked out Cat and he tapped out? Like, that's just your whole steez of your team now. I can't respect you. Y'all got 2 viral videos of your team members being choked out. So,
If Pat Mahomes was on a basketball team, it's those two.
You guys.
oh,
but they'd have to actually be good.
No, I mean, just, in terms of being able to fight. Remember you said you don't think you can
Right.
fight.
He can't fight neither. No, because they don't fear him.
The Fightless 3 is who they are.
Definitely. No,
They
you
all
see how Gobert was like, who's going to help me? And everybody was just looking like, you just got to take it, man. Like,
I mean, they all like.
okay.
What did you expect?
Ben Simmons choked somebody out. So don't even do that to Team Light Skin.
Isn't he part of like Australian or something?
Yes, but he's still Team Light Skin. So
It's light skinned Australian. They wrestle with large bugs. Ben ain't new to this. He true to this. What you mean?
We had a great time on the show.
Wrestle with spiders.
Really had a great time.
sorry, y'all were trying to wrap up, and then I got amped because I saw more sports. There was actually sports happening on the Sports Talk Show, y'all.
That was MMA.
I got
That
light.
was basketball.
Producer, we had a great time, man. Producer,
Y'all have a very, 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 very happy, safe, prosperous.
Play any other time. What you doing now?
Cut the show. Cut the show.
Play it.
I'm done.
It's been fun. I gotta run. Can't wait till y'all next year. Bigger and better things in store.
Play the clip.
Everybody, good night.
Play the clip, Smooth.
Play the clip.
Play the clip.
Say good night.
Give me what I want.
On the field, he's built relationships with the players. I tell you what, he's dealt with a lot of adversity to get here. He's grateful to be Washington's quarterback, and they know that every time he takes the field, he's going to bring that big Phoenix energy. He's going to bring that big Phoenix energy. He's going to bring that big Phoenix energy. That's right, Harry. Let's go, baby.
I've been pronouncing his name wrong.